What's up? We're live, man. Let's get it going. Hermanson Rodriguez going on right now. I figured I'd hop on right before the main card, kind of getting in the flow of it. Watch Gregory fumble this, man. What's up, Lahib? What's up, Miguel? What's up, Muhammad? What's up, man? I'm nervous. I'm nervous for this one. Because you got to remember what happened with RoboCop last time against Cannonier. He kind of blew his load. Ooh, big right hand by Robo. Jack, I feel like Jack might pull out like a savvy kind of performance here, man. Ooh, big left hook by Robo. But Jack's rolling with everything, though. I feel like Jack's just trying to weather the storm here. Jack's just very tactical, man. Very, very tactical here. About 3:30 left in round one. RoboCop's landed some big shots, but I think Jack, a lot of them kind of hit off his forearms, though. Ooh. Jack's fighting smart, just kind of sticking and moving. Good right hand to the body by RoboCop. Oh, Gregory's pouring on the pressure. Gregory looks like Obama, man. You guys seen that out there? People saying he looks like Barack Obama. We got some people in here. I see we got some people in here. What's going on? 2:45 left in round one. RoboCop's cut. I think he's cut. He's got a little blood on him. He's always getting busted up, man. I think he's got like a lot of scar tissue or something. He's always been a guy that always bleeds, always gets so banged up. Good combo by Jack. See, I feel like that's what Jack has to do. Just stick and move, and then Gregory fades, man. He showed that in the Cannonier fight. And I know that this isn't 25 minutes, so maybe that plays to his advantage a little bit. Can you all hear me okay? I think I got my mic dialed in all right. Ooh. He's loading up a little bit, man. What's up, Vince? How you doing? All those big shots that RoboCop is normally landing, Jack's just kind of raising his arms up, doing a great job of catching shots on his shoulders and his arms. Gregory on the pressure, good defense. He seems a lot more calculated, though, RoboCop. Now he's backing him up here. 1:30 left in round one. Ooh, good right hand by Jack. Jack looks good, man. Jack looks bouncy. He looks clean. Gregory's got to let his hands go. Good counter by Jack. Jack looks sharp, man. Feints the takedown, gives him a... Oh, dude, Gregory's getting close, man. Good jab by Jack. Jack's just so savvy. He's so savvy. Good jab by Jack. Oh, good uppercut and close by Hermanson. Gregory's like, he's missing, man. He's whiffing. Jack's defense. Oh, he dropped him. Oh, he slept him. Wow. Gregory Rodriguez just put him out cold, dude. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. That was insane. That was crazy, dude. I thought he just buzzed him. Dude, what a performance by RoboCop, man. He was super patient, dialed in. That woke me up. Feeling a little sleepy over here. That woke me up, man. Wow. I'm impressed. That was the best RoboCop I think has ever looked. Jack is still down. Wow. All right, here's the replay. Right hand to the body, left hook upstairs, boom, right on the chin, just out. Dude, that is how powerful Gregory is, man. That is insane power, dude. Like that wasn't even, he was like stepping through and through that left hook like this, kind of shoveled it. I mean, he wasn't even planted and twisting and turning. That was filthy. Boom. I mean, his feet aren't, he doesn't even have his feet dug in. Oh, and that hammer fist was unnecessary. Herb's always late, man. Herb Dean fault, just like what Derek Lewis said. Wow, dude, that was crazy. Brutal KO by Gregory Rodriguez, man. Wow. I wasn't sure. I kind of was like, I picked Gregory to win, but I was like, I don't know, man, because Jack Hermansson's super crafty. But that was, now when Gregory fights like that, he's a problem, man. He was very, very patient. That was cold Vince, man. That was nasty, dude. He didn't even have like, he wasn't even like fully planted. He was just kind of, he threw that right hand to the body and just kind of stepped forward and like just, how did he get that much power behind that? That was insane, man. And you know that's scary because I feel like he learned from that cannoneer. Jack is still down, dude. He is still down. I see him in the background there. He's just completely still laying on his back flat. Different kind of power, man. We knew that though with RoboCop. His power is different, dude. What's up, For Productions? You don't know if you've ever seen somebody bounce their head off the canvas like that. That's the main thing. Yeah, that was brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. But you know what? I hope Jack's all right, man. I absolutely hope Jack's okay. I like Jack Hermansson. And at the end of the day, it's the fight game, man. It's just business, you know? So I don't like brutal. I've said this before, man. Like I like, seeing a KO or whatever. Like, but I like when someone just kind of gets hurt, they shell up, the ref stops it. But brutal KOs, man, especially like when they're cool dudes and stuff, man, that's just hard to see, dude. Wow. Dude, if Robo can fight like that, man, I mean, he could be a problem in this weight class, dude. He was patient, good head movement, moving forward, slipping, looking for his shots, was patient. He wasn't landing, clean, but he didn't get phased, just kept moving forward. And Jack looked like he was going to kind of pick and poke his way, man. But wow, that power is different from RoboCop, man. Topuria's, what's up, Raheem? You think Topuria's going to thrash Charles? We're going to find out, man. I think Topuria's going to get a finish, but we'll see. That was a brutal KO, man. And you know what's nuts is it didn't look brutal when he landed it because the way Jack like reacted in real time, it looked like he was, I don't know. It didn't look as bad as in real time. And then when they showed the replay, you clearly see Jack go out. Yeah, Jack was fighting really well, man. 100%. He was those leg kicks were adding up. He was kind of starting to find that jab. Yeah, it was good. Jack was fighting a good fight, man. Most knockouts since 2021 in the UFC middleweight division was 6. Wow, man. I can't believe that. I mean, I knew Gregory was going to get a KO, but I picked him to get a KO. But I was kind of downing it because I'm like, off of the Cannonier fight, I'm like, what kind of RoboCop do we see? That power is different, man. That power is absolutely different. His feet weren't even fully planted and sunken into the ground when he threw that left hook. Just kind of casually stepped through and said, man. Wow, dude. That was spectacular. That was spectacular. That was one of the best knockouts we've seen this year. Okay, they're showing it again. Bang, dude. So he basically threw the right hand like to the body, but I don't even think he was trying to land it. Yeah, it was almost like a throwaway right hand, and Jack just lowered his hands to try to, I think that Gregory was just trying to bring his hands down. Let's see. Yup, there he goes. Jack reaches, bang, left hook right on the, I mean, he was out, dude. And then that hammer fist just added to it. Yeah, he's completely out. Whew. Wow, dude. What's up, Vex? How you doing, man? That hammer fist might have that hammer fist added to the calls. That was bad, dude. Wow. Yeah, Herb was late. See Ryan Clark's tweet up there saying that he was 100% late. That hammer fist, man, he needs to Herb, these reps, man, like I understand that it's a hard job, but those extra hammer fists, especially in the higher weight classes, dude, like those are game changing to eat a giant hammer fist when you're already complete. He was already completely out. You could see him. He was like the eyes rolled back and he fell and hit the ground and he was stiff as a board. And then boom, a big hammer fist from a big powerhouse like like RoboCop dude, like Gregory, like what dome? Leo Skeppy, podcaster, never heard of him. Kind of like how Lopez woke up Ortega. Yeah. When Diego threw like a right hook, basically knocked him out, and then the left hook woke him up. Yeah. Yep. Wow, man. Wow. That was impressive. That was impressive because, like I said, I picked Gregory to win by KO, but I was like, especially as Jack started to do what Jack does, I was like, man, is this going to be one of those things where Jack Hermanson, RoboCop kind of empties the gas tank, can't get him out of there because a lot of those shots weren't landing. Jack was doing very, very, very good work in the first round there defensively and was landing good shots. He had the jab going, was picking at him, but see, that's the problem with Jack, dude. He could fight the perfect fight, but RoboCop, these guys just have more power. That's Jack's heart. That's Jack's biggest weakness. Super technical, just pillow hands. A lot of first round finishes. Yeah, so far we almost have a clean sweep so far on the card, but I picked Arujo over Cortez, which I was expecting more from Arujo though. She looked horrible. Like it's not even so much how good Tracy Cortez looked. I think that Vivian, whatever, she looked horrible. Cortez dominated her. And then it's like, you're down. Why aren't you letting your hands go? Right? I know you're afraid of the grappling, but yeah, Jose Delgado smashed Hyder Emil. I told you, man. I've been saying, dude, ever since Delgado made his debut, I was like, this dude's special, man. His power is legit. And I figured that Hyder Emil is going to be way too reckless, and guys that are precise, like a Delgado, you're getting knocked out. So I didn't think it'd be by a knee. I thought it'd be by like a right hand or something, but good stuff, man, from Delgado. Yeah, RoboCop, yeah, clearly the power is different because Joe Pyfer was landing big shots on Jack Hermanson, and it didn't really do much. I mean, he was banging him around, but not starching him. Yo, Delgado, man, what's up, Anakin, by the way? Yeah, he's Delgado's top 15 caliber for sure, I think. Don't rush him, though. I mean, don't rush him, though, because here's the thing, man. Like I said, I think in my breakdowns, I definitely said Delgado was going to get a KO, but I can't remember if I, like, expressed how overrated I feel Hyder Emil was coming into that fight. Like, I know he was undefeated. He's super fun, gritty. He's got volume. He's got power, but he's reckless, man. And he was getting hurt in a lot of his fights. Like was it the Choi fight? He damn near got KO'd, I think. I think it was that fight. And then he goes out there and beats William Gomez by split decision. But I just wasn't sold on Hyder Emil. Fun fighter, no question about it. But I just didn't think that when you're that reckless, it's going to be a problem. Terrence McKinney looked, dude, that was crazy. He pulled out his Hamza Chimaev, dude. He channeled his inner Chimaev. That was impressive. Very impressive. I thought that he might get a KO, but a sub in the first round like that? Dude, and that's the thing about McKinney, dude. If he can fight smart, I think he could be a problem in the weight class. Because he's tall, he's long, he's rangy, he actually has like real power, and he's got good wrestling. And clearly we've seen his submission skills are pretty good because look at Chase Hooper. I know that he was able to rock Slava Claus, but it took him a little more work to get him out of there on the ground than what it just did for Terrence McKinney. And dude, Slava was fighting I was like, I feel like I thought I started to doubt a little bit. I'm like, is McKinney going to blow his arms out, get tired? And then, because we know how he is, he's like all or nothing. And then he gets kind of fatigued. And I was like, oh no. And fatigued in front of in front of a good striker like Slava Claus, that'd be a problem, man. Is that 3 fights on this card that ended quick? Yeah, I can't remember how many of the Delgado fight, that fight. What was fight number 2? I feel like that one might have been quick. Yeah, Jacoby Smith got a submission in round 2 over Nico Price. So yeah, 3 fights so far. Kai Kara France, you think he's taking out Pantoja? I don't know, man. If anyone can do it, it could be a guy like Kai Kara, though. Topuria round 2 KO. Topuria and Della, the best boxers in MMA. Yeah, I have those as my top 2. I have Topuria 1, JDM 2. I think I got like Piotr Jan at 3. I just put out a best boxers tier list in the UFC recently. McKinney is like Hamzat. He never gets out of the first round. Yeah, he's either getting the finish or he kind of gets like a little tired and then just gets finished or whatever. But yeah, he's good, man. And now that we're seeing like him actually fight more intelligent, he's looking like a problem. Rewatch the Dober McKinney fight. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch that one. I got to rewatch that one because that one's not. I know obviously I remember them being matched up, but I don't remember the how that all went down though. Pantoja by decision, probably. I could see Pantoja getting a sub though, because the way that Kai Kara fights, I think he's going to take chances, and I feel like when you're taking chances, that's what Pantoja can catch you in a submission. I feel like Pantoja is going to get a rear naked choke, probably like round 3, something like that. What's up, MM? How are you? This is Ilia's superstardom breakout tonight. What's up, Gabriel? Yeah, this is big tonight, man. This is and this is what I don't understand about fans, man. Like, we literally have a guy who doesn't cross the lines with the trash talk. Sure, he says some stuff that'll obviously rattle people, but it's basically all about fighting, right? He doesn't cross crazy lines. He's got a fun style. He knocks people out. Like, I know he's the legend slayer, right? He's, people are mad because he KO'd Volk and Holloway, but I mean, we got a big star here that brings excitement to the sport, dude. I'm excited. I really like Ilia, man. And I'm a big Charles fan too. Like I said in my breakdowns, like, if you're a fan of MMA, you're actually a fan. You're a fan of Oliveira. You are. You're just like you're a fan of Jan, right? Like, how can you not be fans of those guys? But at the end of the day, Charles had his time. Now, if Charles wins, there's still excitement there's still excitement in the division. That's the good thing about this fight, is no matter who wins in the main event, like, there's still great options. There's still excitement. But come on, man. Like, you can't lie. Ilia Topuria being the lightweight champion is massive for the sport. It's massive. You got him versus Arman, him versus Gaethje, him versus Pimblett. Like, I feel like they're going to do him versus Gaethje because I feel like, one, that's a crazy fight. I mean, Ilia would knock him out, but, you add the name of Gaethje to Ilia's resume, it would be a car wreck. But then also, they're going to give Gaethje a title shot because he took that BMF fight. Dana already said that they were like, oh, is Arman going to get the title shot now because he made weight as the backup? And he was like, not so fast, pretty much. No. You're excited for Peyton Talbot? Me too. We'll see how we can solve Felipe Lima. We'll see if Talbot can bounce back. People didn't like Volk at first because he was beating the legends. Most of these star fighters weren't liked at first. 100%, man. 100%, because that's how it works. It's like the passing of the guard, right? And at some point, you're going to get up there and you're going to start fighting the legends, Coke Zero, man. We need an Ilia win. We can't have a 36-year-old fighter as champ. And then that's the thing, is it's a whole, Ilia hasn't fought anyone at 55 other than Jai Herbert, who he ain't fighting Jai Herbert again. Jai Herbert's not going to sniff the top of the rankings, right? So all of the matchups are new. He hasn't fought, well, he's going to be fighting Oliveira. He hasn't fought Michael Chandler. I'm not saying Chandler's getting another title shot, but all these fun fighters, man. Like, could you imagine this? Ilia wins. Poirier beats Holloway. Now it's the last dance for Poirier, but dude, Topuria versus Poirier would be nuts, man. Because they're not doing Armin next. That's the fight I would love to see. I'd love to see Ilia versus Armin, but they're not doing it next. So there's no sense even really. Maybe we can still talk about it, but they're not going to do it. We got a little intermission here because RoboCop went out there and starched them so fast. They got to kill some time. They got to kill some time. So we got Brennan Fitzgerald, Chael, Cruz, and Anthony Smith at the desk. You don't trust he'll defend much, to be honest. History best indicator of future behavior. He'll probably defend once and demand a welterweight title fight. Dude, I got to be honest with you. And like I said, I'm a fan of Ilia, and I think he's great for the sport. But I think that the UFC needs to slow him down because I think that, one, he's already been very smart with his business ventures or his team around him, however you want to put it. He's already making a lot of money, I'm sure, because he's been the champion, defended the title, got some pay-per-view points. He's building his brands, all those things. I don't think, dude, I could see, like, if Ilia, say he wins this fight, wins another one, and then they allow him to go up to welterweight or something, and whatever happened in that fight, I could see him retiring because he's been very vocal about not being in the game that long anymore, like moving forward. Like, and that kind of sucks because I feel like just as it's starting to get hot, like I feel like the Josh Emmett fight, that was the one that really, like, I mean, even I remember watching the Jai Herbert fight and it was like, dude, that KO was insane. That was one of that is not talked about enough as one of the nastiest KOs in UFC history when he KO'd Jai Herbert. Literally, like, catapulted him off the ground. It was nuts. Then he goes out there and puts on a clinic against Josh Emmett in a 5-round main event in Jacksonville. And I'm like, okay, Sergio Ramos, the soccer players pulling up. I'm like, this dude's got the aura, man. Like, they clearly see something with Ilia, obviously, here. They give you that 5-round opportunity. Obviously, we know where this is going. And then he goes right in there against Volkanovski, starches Max Holloway. The iron has never been hotter right now. And then beating Charles Oliveira, dude, you could just call him the Legend Slayer, man. That would be the greatest 3-fight win streak in UFC history. But you know what people are going to do? Oh, the excuses. Volk was coming off of a quick turnaround, KO loss. That's why I got KO'd. Dude, that right hand lands on anyone, you're going out. Strategically broke down Max Holloway, knocked him out. Oh, what was the weight cut? Max looked great in that fight, dude. I watched that fight back the other day, man, when the UFC uploaded it on their channel, before I did my X's and O's breakdown video. Dude, Max looked good. He looked much better in that fight than what I remembered. And it just doesn't matter, dude, because all it takes is one shot from Ilia. It's all it takes, one shot. So he said he's going to chase Islam at welterweight if he beats JDM, so there's going to be another vacant lightweight fight next year probably. No, I don't think they're going to allow him to do it. I don't think they're going to allow him to do it yet. I think they're going to be like, okay, listen, dude, you already moved weight classes, pipe down. The only way that they'll do that is if they catch wind that they feel like Islam he's basically got like one more fight and he's done. Then they'll try to rush it. But you're playing a game because I'm telling you, dude, if they allow Ilia to go up for a third belt and he were to win, lose, whatever, I feel like he would retire. Like, I just feel like this dude is out here to try to, keep stacking up towards the legacy, but I just don't know how much, because he's already done so much, and he's been pretty vocal about not being in the game that long. Guys, he's only 28, dude. So he's playing it right, though. You got to give it to the guy. He's playing it right. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to get to see all those fun matchups. If Ilia wins, we're going to get one defense out of him, in your opinion. I mean, maybe. I'd like to see him fight Armin, Gaethje, and Pimblett, right? Because, I mean, Poirier, dude, that would be, I don't care what anyone says. You could hate on it all you want. Armin should get the shot. Poirier is going to retire because they literally built a whole event around him. But Poirier versus Topuria would be unbelievable, dude. That'd be unbelievable. Even a Holloway rematch at lightweight, because I even said before, like, I have a sneaky suspicion that Ilia is going to look even more dangerous at lightweight than featherweight, which is, I mean, that's crazy. Because if you go back and you watch his fights, we got another commercial break going on, but If you watch his fights from the Josh Emmett fight where he put on the boxing masterclass, you saw he fought Volk. And then if you go and watch the Holloway fight, dude, he looked even more improved. Everything was tighter. Things were even more technical. Like, I don't feel like that gets talked about enough, you know? What's up, Classy Fist? How you doing, man? Thanks for hopping on. What's up, Rocco? What's up, Dev? We got everyone popping in now. Royval talked about not being able to talk after a bad concussion. Should that be considered? I didn't hear about that. That's wild, though. That's wild. We got man, these commercial breaks, dude. Do they not show the walkouts anymore? Like, why isn't the UFC showing the walkouts, man? Like, for the Apex, like, whatever. But like when we got live cards, like fight nights with arenas, you know, with like a crowd, and we got pay-per-views, I want to see the walkouts. Right? Run your little damn ad. Do it like, you know, if you're watching like other sports like football or whatever, they do like the little, like they have like they still have like the game on the screen or like the timeout or whatever, and then they do like the thing in the little box. Like they do like a little square in the corner, and then it'll have like, you know, the Geico ad or whatever. But like this is ridiculous to have like all this stuff, you know? You want to see the walkouts too, man? Yeah, it's like it's part of it, dude. It's part of it. What's up, Tehran? How you doing, man? Yeah, I do a little bit, and I saw forgive me, what from the Raptors, they parted ways. The GM, right? I was disappointed to see that. I know a lot of people were. I know Omar Osman, he does a great job covering the Toronto Raptors. That's how I see all my news. Shout out to him, man. So if you're looking for Raptors news, give him a follow. But yeah, he was like covering the whole thing. So that's how I was like kind of getting all my news there. So, and then I was added into like an NBA group chat on X. So that's how I see, so that's how I see all the stuff going on. But I saw that was it, the Buss family that owns the Lakers, didn't they sell it? I think they sold it or something. I saw something about that. But yeah, I'm a casual NBA fan. Casual NBA fan. You saw those two brutal KOs to end off the prelims? Yeah, we did, man. My reaction, that was my first like stream reaction right there. I'm gonna have to go back and see what it was. Cause dude, I was like shocked that RoboCop starched him. I mean, I figured RoboCop would win by KO, but when he hit him with that hook, like in real time, it just looked like Jack was like kind of, you know, slipping out of the way. And then all of a sudden he falls back. And I'm like, oh, what the? And he hits the ground and then the hammer fist comes. And I'm like, whoa, that power is different, man. Yes, if you go back in time on the stream, you can catch my reaction. I don't know if it was good or not. I think it probably was. But ESPN must be the culprit. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the TV deal moving forward and how they kind of handle this stuff. Celtics made some questionable trades. I haven't been up to date on the trades, man. I'm going to be honest. I saw, didn't Porzingis go to Atlanta or something, though? So I think Kristaps went to Atlanta or something. Raptors aren't going to be in the playoffs for a while. Yeah, I saw a lot of people complaining about that on social media. Percentage chance of Ilia subbing instead of KO. You reckon Charles goes down so bad he doesn't even need a sub to follow up. That's how I feel, man. Like I absolutely think that Ilia is capable of a club and sub, but it's the fact of I just feel like this is how I envision it. All right, here we go. Real scenario. Fight starts. They're doing their little intro. We got the three bald eagles, man. We got John Anik, Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier. I call them the three bald eagles. Topuria, high guard, going to come forward. Charles is going to try to be real aggressive. Muay Thai stance, hands going here, throwing those front kicks, a leg kick. And I don't think Ilia is going to give a shit about the leg kicks of Charles Oliveira. I think he's just going to move forward. He's going to eat one. And as soon as Charles throws that kick, he's going to time a right hand and buzz him. And then I think he's just going to start letting some shots go to the body. And it's going to be a left hook or a right hook upstairs. It's going to put Charles down. It's going to be bad and it's going to be sad. It's going to be bad and it's going to be sad. Yeah, I don't think he could. And then I feel like that's the difference too, is Ilia will follow him to the floor. Like when I say Ilia shouldn't grapple with Charles, grapple with him if you rock him and hurt him. Like, be willing to follow him because Ilia is a capable enough grappler. He's not incompetent like Gaethje, right, when it comes to the grappling. Or even Poirier, I feel like was underselling his grappling in that fight. I feel like he could have followed Charles to the ground after he rocked him. But I also wonder, how hurt is Charles actually in some of those fights? Like, I'm not saying he's not hurt, but I feel like there's also part of it where Charles is playing a little bit of a game. But you can't play that in this, dude. I'm telling you, man, guys, I've been around the game for a while, dude. I'm telling you, Ilia is a special talent, dude. The way that this guy punches, the force that he generates, the torque, man. Everyone, like, you keep saying the torque. Dude, I'm telling you, the way that this guy punches, he doesn't punch at people. He punches through people. That's the difference. He doesn't pull his shots at all. Everything goes through. And it's going to be bad. I think he's going to wait for Charles to kick and he's going to time a shot because Charles, he just gets hit, dude. He gets hit. And some idiot commented and was like, Charles hasn't been rocked since 2022. How many fights has Charles had since then, right? Hasn't he had like a couple fights? So he fought Beneil Dariush, who not really much of a threat on the feet outside of an ooga booga left hand, right? Then he fought Michael Chandler, which he got hurt in that fight. Even in the second one towards the end, he got hurt by Michael Chandler a little bit. And then against Arman Sarukian, like, Arman's not a super dangerous striker. I know he knocked out Beneil Dariush, but he's not a super dangerous striker. Like, anytime Charles fights a dangerous striker, he gets rocked. And I'm telling you, if you're getting hit by and people are arguing with me on TikTok. By the way, if you guys are on TikTok, I'm on there now. So, and we've been gaining some traction on there pretty fast. I like TikTok. So I gained like 1,000 followers in like 3 days. I wish I could grow like that on YouTube, man. That'd be the dream scenario. You picked Oliveira to win by KO a while ago, so you're sticking to it, but I get why people picking Ilia. Listen, man, someone's getting finished. I don't think it goes past 2 rounds. RoboCop sent Hermanson to the shadow realm. That he did, dude. That was filthy. And Delgado's knee on Emil was lights off. Dude, I'm telling you about Delgado, man. That dude's special. He's good. His countering instincts, the way he just lines these shots up is filthy. And that's what I figured. His Hyder Emil was just too reckless, too wild. You can't be wild against snipers, man. You can't be wild against snipers. You picked Oliveira to win by KO. I just read that one. I appreciate you for 8 months of membership, Classy. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate your support, dude. Ilia gets tagged a lot, and Max and Volk don't have power, so I think it's a dangerous fight all around. Should be a fun one. So here's the thing. Ilia definitely gets touched, but I feel like there's this misconception, though, because he's getting hit by, like, jabs. Sure, he's getting hit by some right hands, and Charles's right hand is nasty. But the only way that Ilia has been rocked is by a knee from Herbert. So if you could time his head movement, because when he slips left, he'll come back right. Boom, you throw the knee. That's exactly what Jai Herbert did. Or that snappy head kick. Charles doesn't have snappy kicks. That's what I tried to explain in my breakdown. He doesn't have snappy kicks. They're powerful, but they're going to be slow compared to a guy like Jai Herbert. And people laugh at that because, oh, Charles Oliveira, Jai Herbert. Dude, Jai Herbert, if you asked him and Charles to just straight strike with each other, Jai Herbert could strike with Charles Oliveira. He 100% could. If there was no grappling at all, he could strike with Charles. Jai Herbert's a talented striker. He just chinny and can't stop the grappling very well. So he's snappy. He's got the snappy kicks, like a karate, taekwondo, pow, like a whip. Charles just kind of has that, like stiff hips type of kick, So they're still running ads. We got Marab up here for Thorn. What's Thorn? Is that like a supplement company or something? Thorn for Performance. Ilia does not do well on the back foot. I agree with you. But I think that he fights better on the back foot than Charles will. Maybe. I don't know. Because if you watch that Jai Herbert fight, it was not looking good for Ilia whatsoever. But again, Ilia, it's an That's an underappreciated thing about Ilia, man, is he's actually gotten so much better since the Jai fight. And I don't mean by, oh, like, his defense is better. Like, just in general, overall, as a fighter, he's better. Everything's just tighter, you know? Class, you've been watching Delgado since the UFL fights. Always exciting to watch him. I think that he was didn't he go to LFA right before the UFC? And that's where I caught him. Whatever promotion it was, I'm pretty sure it was LFA. That's where I saw him. And I'm like, dude, there's been some really good fighters come out of LFA or come off of the LFA scene. Dominic Reyes. Remember when Dominic Reyes was starching people? I think that one guy was like taunting him and he caught him with a high kick. And then Reyes like stuck his tongue out. He was like, or something like that. And then he got called in by the UFC after that KO, I think. Delgado, like there's been some gamers come off of LFA. You're so excited you got Lima and Van getting the dub. So do I, man. I'm rooting for those guys. Do Bronx can crack? He absolutely can, man. He absolutely can. And like I said before, Charles, Ilia can't get stung. Charles is too dangerous. Will there be a huge strength difference? Oliveira, is it very strong to begin with? No, Charles is actually kind of strong. I actually disagree, though. I think Charles is actually strong. The only time he hasn't looked strong was against Islam. But outside of that, dude, he was bullying Poirier around in the clinch. And don't forget how strong Michael Chandler is. Charles ragdolled him in the second fight. Ragdolled him. So Dom Cruz's breakdown was that Ilia should wrestle if he wants to win. I think it's an interesting point. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. Not early. Wait till you're sweaty. When it's a little bit slipperier. That's another thing that's underrated too, especially that'll come into play in the Hamzat Dricus fight is grappling, being a great wrestler and all that stuff. That's great. But what's really tough is as the fight plays out and you start to get really sweaty and they start to get really sweaty and it gets slippery, it's a lot harder to hold people and control them. Right? So those positions that in round number 1 when you're dry and you're not as wet, you might be able to pull off that arm bar. You might be able to pull off that triangle or whatever, but you start getting into those, later rounds where things are slippery, someone gets cut open, there's blood now, you can kind of slip and slide your way out of a submission. Right? I'm not saying that guaranteed, but it's definitely more of a factor than it is early in the fight. So we'll see, man. I don't know that that's a great idea to grapple with Charles early. At least offensively. I feel like he's just going to try to get in his face and box his head off. That's what he's going to try to do. But yeah, 100% Tehran. It's going to come down to pressure from both guys. You got Royval. That's the fight, man. I picked Van, but I'm like, dude, it feels like Royval's the better overall fighter, but I don't think he's going to be able to take Joshua Van down very easily. He's got good jiu-jitsu, but we saw, it was a tough fight between Tatsuro Taira and Brandon Royval, but I don't know, man. I feel like Joshua Van's boxing is it's so excellent that I feel like he can sting Brandon Royval and outscore him. All right, here we go. Felipe Lima's walking out now. Now this isn't likely, but imagine if DuBronx goes slipping, Ilia punches, and getting the better of every exchange. I agree that Ilia needs to not chase him to the ground, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I feel like he's got to defensively grapple. The night is still young, Malcolm, the machine. You're never betting on a Van fight? Van's he's won damn near every fight though. Except for was it the Charles Johnson fight? He's won every other fight. You believe Royval can hang with Van on the feet? I think he can too. I just think he's going to get outboxed in the pocket. But again, I think Royval he's got more options, which worries me. But I still believe in Van, man. That's what it comes down to for me. I believe in Van. So that's how I feel about it. All right, Felipe Lima. We're about to get that Peyton Talbot walkout. Will Dariush Moicano go the distance? I don't know. I feel like it might. I feel like it might. I feel like it might. What's up, Dirty Caskets? That's an interesting username, man. How you doing? Oh, so we at least get to see the walkouts for the pay-per-view card, huh? For the main card, I should say, pay-per-view card. See, when it's late at night, you say some dumb stuff, you know. But let's see. We've had some great fights, man. We've had some good finishes. I think that I've gotten every pick right except for one so far, which was the WMMA fight. So it doesn't count. It doesn't count, man. You know. And I was very disappointed in Viviana Rujo. I think she looked horrible. She looked absolutely horrible. And I know Tracy Cortez. Oh, she wrestled. She looked decent. Her hands looked fast. Viviana Rujo looked horrible. So dude left, not enough energy. We're not even, man, the fights haven't even started, dog. The energy was here. If you were here for the Gregory RoboCop and Jack Hermanson fight, you know what time it was. You know? All right. Peyton Talbot looks locked in, man. Let's get ready for the buffer introduction, man. So, and here's the thing, dude. Did you see that video of Peyton Talbot? He was out in like the parking lot or something, out in like the 100-degree heat or whatever the hell they were saying. He's apparently real locked in for this fight. We'll see. If Talbot keeps it on the feet, I think he wins. 100%. But I don't know if he's able to stop the takedowns. If Kai can tough Pantoja's takedown, who's favorite then? What's up, Max Blessed? If Kai can stop the takedowns, I think he can win for sure. But that's going to be the big question. Can he stop the takedowns? Because Pantoja's gotten so much better. Here we go. We got that Bruce Buffer introduction here. Dude, Bruce is so good, man. It's like we always take Buffer for granted. And then you go and you listen to like a local amateur promotion or something, and you're just like, man, what the? You know what I'm saying? Or even like the other promotions, like PFL, whatever. They don't hold a candle to Bruce, dude. Oh, man. I think if Felipe Lima fights smart, he wins this fight. That's how I feel about it. If Felipe Lima fights smart, he wins this fight. Move forward, fight intelligently. If Peyton Talbot wants to get all reckless, dip under, level change, take his ass down. We saw Hani Barcelos put a great game plan together. All right, let's see. So that was Talbot's first loss. I thought he lost more than that, to be honest with you. I didn't realize he had one loss. I thought he had more than that. Talbot looks dialed in, man. All right, here we go. I feel like this is either going to be Peyton Talbot going out here putting on a striking masterclass, beating the shit out of Lima, getting him out of there, or Lima fights smart and he wins this fight. He's going to have to grapple, though, I think. I don't know. I don't think he can stand with Peyton. Let's see here. Lima races to the center here. Ooh, Lima's over swinging right now. Threw two big shots and missed with a calf kick. Talbot looks zoned in, dude. I'm telling you. I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Talbot's got him backing up now. We're only 30 seconds in, dude, and Talbot's already applying that pressure. Ooh, good 1-2 by Lima. Tagged him. Another big right hand by Lima. He's getting a little reckless, though. He's got to be careful so he doesn't get sniped. Talbot's that Talbot pressure is crazy right now. Good low kick by Talbot. We're in the clinch. Good knees by Lima. Pushes him up against the fence. Now's where you got to take. Now we got to start working for the takedowns here. Good short knee by Talbot. Good defense here by Talbot. Looking much better than the Barcelos fight. Turns Lima back into the fence, dude. Hey, man. Talbot's looking better with the takedown defense. Lima circles off. Now we're back in space. Ooh, dude, the spinning wheel kick just missed. Oh, nice timing. Nice. Talbot threw a leg kick. Lima caught it, took it down. Talbot right back up to his feet, though. Lima trying to drag him. Going to burn a lot of energy here. Talbot's defending well, man. Good roll there. Now they're tangled up on the ground here. Talbot showing improved takedown defense, man. Talbot's defense looking much improved. Now Talbot's on top, landing good hammer fists. Now he's getting to the back. About 2 minutes left in round one. Uh-oh, Lima's attacking. Oh, no, he was looking for a heel hook or something, I think. Now Talbot's landing good elbows. Lima's on bottom, not where you want to be. Talbot's aggressive on top, man. Lima works back to his feet. Hey, man, improved grappling here from Peyton Talbot. Was not expecting that. I thought Felipe Lima would do much better. Lima was able to take down Muhammad Naimov, sub him. I thought that Naimov has better takedown defense than someone like Talbot, but clearly Peyton's been working, man. Talbot going for his own takedown. Oh, now that was a mistake. Now Lima ends up on top with 1:20 to work. Let's see what he could do here. One minute left in round one. That was a mistake by Talbot. He was getting, I think, a little too confident and cocky with how good the improvements seemed to be in his grappling. Especially the takedown defense was looking good. Lima's starting to work now. Talbot trying to scramble. Lima gets to his back. "30 seconds left in round one. Nice job by Talbot. Back to his feet. Good stuff by Lima, man. But Talbot, dude, I'm impressed with Talbot right now. I'm very impressed with Talbot. Because he got dominated by Barcelos for 15 minutes, and here he is. And I think Felipe Lima, I don't know if he's as good of a grappler as Hani Barcelos, but I thought he was pretty comparable. Competent enough to go out there and cause Peyton some issues. End of round one. Good first round. Very, very high pace. Very high pace. Andreas Michael is the head coach for Lima. He coached Chimaev. I don't know if he's still Chimaev's coach, though. He coaches that All-Stars gym. Alexander Gustafsson back in the day. They got some good fighters out there. I always worry about that, man, especially the young fighters when they get into these big moments and you start grappling a lot, you start doing all, you burn out a lot of energy. Good 1-2 by Lima. I think that was Lima's round off of what I just saw there. And again, this is me scoring real time, right? Obviously, that's different than going back and watching it. So real time here, I think that was Lima's round, probably 1-0. What do you guys think? I think that was Lima's round. All right, here we go. Round 2. I think it's 1-0 Lima, but I don't know. That was a close round, I thought, because Talbot, when he got on top, landed some good ground and pound, good elbows. Talbot getting right back on that pressure. Lima's over swinging. There's very much a difference in the striking. Talbot's a lot more comfortable, a lot cleaner. Oh, good knee by Talbot. Good jab. Uh-oh. Talbot oh, Lima, good 1-2. Lima striking. Oh, now he shoots for a double. Good sprawl by Talbot. Good sprawl. Now we're up against the fence here. Now he's in on a single. Nice trip. Diving on the double. Oh, now Talbot's on top. That was a mistake by Lima. Good scrambling here, man. This is a high-paced fight right now, man. Talbot clearly showing that he's made some improvements in the grappling overall, though, for sure. I feel like that was a mistake by Lima, though. I feel like that was a mistake. And that's what's always interesting. Whenever you get a really good grappler that's known for having good wrestling, good offensive attacks, and then they get put on bottom. Oh, Peyton Talbot lets him up. Talbot stuffed 6 out of 7. That's pretty good, man, obviously, compared to his last fight. But Lima's landing. He's having a lot of success with the straight shots. He's getting a little windmilly. He's got to straighten it out. Spinning back fist almost land. Now Talbot's getting a little wild. You gave that one to Lima too classy? We got about 3 minutes left in round 2. Lima's got to stop Talbot from just walking him down. Good straight left hand by Talbot. Good right hand to the body by Lima. That left hook is almost landing from Lima. He's in on a single, trying to turn the corner, and ends up on bottom again. That was a mistake, man. Now Talbot's on top. What's up, Barboza? What's this loud doing streaming? Brother, listen, brother. Hey, brother. I be fighting Jack, brother. MSG, brother. 2:20 left. That was a mistake by Lima. You're a big fan of Islam? One of my favorite fighters. What's up, Barboza? Are you tuning in from Brazil? Good stuff. Shama. Shama. People are like, Portuguese? And I'm like, Shama. Like, what? I'm like, no, just a word. I know a few words. Bom dia. That's good morning, isn't it? Oh, good spinning elbow by Felipe Lima. This is another close round. Lima's landing some good shots, man. But Talbot, I think Talbot's winning this round. That pressure's heavy now. Good spinning back kick to the body. Lima's got to get back on that jab, man. It was landing that jab and then the right hand right behind it. He was doing good work, and now he's kind of Talbot's confidence is growing from stuffing the takedowns. You love Volkanovski? Volk's goated, man. Talbot's trapping him up against the fence. A little under a minute. Oh, good right hand by Talbot. Good takedown defense again by Talbot, man. 40 seconds left in round 2. Almost got to the back. Good takedown here. He's trying to get his hooks in the turtle position here. Talbot works back up. Lima's going to lose. He's going to shake him off. He's going to shake him off. Yep, nice job by Talbot, man. Oh, now they're in the north-south. Really, really good stuff by Peyton, man. He looks good. His pause. Very much improved takedown defense, man. I think I got to go. Oh, and that's the end of round 2. I think I got to give that one to Talbot. I think we got one apiece. I think we got one apiece here, man. You got a 1-1-2 classy. That's what I got. I think we're 1-1. One apiece. It's going to come down to who wins this round. I feel like Lima, man, like I know that he wants to obviously wrestle here because he feels like he has the advantage, but clearly Talbot is. Now, if Lima can get into a dominant position on top, obviously that can change everything, but I think he needs to get back to that 1-2. It was landing. He was landing it every time he was throwing it on Talbot. Live odds are looking like Talbot is up. Yeah, he's looking good, man. Looking sharp. And that's what I doubted. I didn't think he was going to be able to stuff the takedowns. I did not think he was going to be able to stuff the takedowns. All right, it's coming down to this. I think we're at one apiece. With these judges, though, you never know, man. The way Talbot dumped Lima off his back is the same way I pinned a guy during a challenge match. Good stuff, man. Yeah, that was very, very calm and composed work there. I bet he was salty after. All right, here we go, round 3. Talbot right on the gas, man. Talbot's cardio looks good, too. Looks like the fresher fighter to me. Maybe it's just because Lima hasn't thrown anything yet, but Talbot's getting active here, getting ahead. Good inside low kick by Lima. Ooh, good knee and close by Lima. Almost landed that spinning back fist. Man, Talbot, that was a good right hand by Lima. Again, see that straight right hand keeps landing, man. Just keep the straight shots flying. Jab, just touch him. Touch him. Stop trying to set up the spinning back fist. Just touch him. Talbot doesn't move his head. Touch him with the jab, touch him, boom, hit him with the right hand, and he won't do it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand that. Good jab by Talbot. Almost hit him with the right hand, too. In on a single is Lima. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. He's hiking up that single here. Nope. Talbot's defending well, man. Now right back in again. Now on a double. Takes him down. Nice stuff by Lima. Trying to turn the corner. He's got the legs triangled. Legs tied up. Nice stuff by Lima, man. This kid's good, dude. Regardless, both of these guys are good. This has been a great fight here. 3 minutes left in round 3. Lima's controlling him now. Let's see if he can. Talbot's working his way back up, though. This is where I'd like to see Lima land some good shots on the way up, too. I mean, he's grounded right now, but trying to get his hooks in. He's using a lot of energy, too. I feel like when Talbot separates, if he's able to, he's just going to start to let loose. Dude, Lima is relentless, dude, with the takedowns. Oh, now we're back in space. Good defense by Talbot, man. Clearly improved with his takedown defense. Good job by Lima. Get back to it, though. Talbot moving forward. Good front kick by Peyton. Peyton's got him on his heels. Now he's chasing. touching him. Good defense by Lima, man. Good stuff by Lima. This is a great fight, man. Great fight. Oh, dude, straighten out that right hand and it'll land. Stop windmilling it. Good job by Peyton. Oh, spinning heel kick. That partially landed. Lima's got to get busy, man. Oh, head kick slipped. Now he's in on a single. Talbot defends well. Good sprawl. Peyton gets to the back. Good roll by Lima, but now he's going to end up on bottom. He's going to lose the round. He cannot stay here. Now Peyton Talbot's got now he's in half guard. Talbot's got in full mount now. Oh, nice stuff by Lima, dude. Lima's got a body triangle around him. Dude, Lima's a good grappler, dude. Talbot's going to turn right back into him, though. This isn't good, man. Lima's going to lose a fight. Lima's going to lose a fight. Because he's also landing shots on he's landing shots, too. And Lima's not landing anything. Talbot's cutting loose here. Final 8 seconds. That's the end of the fight. All right. We go to the scorecards. I think it might be 2-1. I think Talbot probably took that one. I think he took the second and third. Yeah, I think Talbot did enough too, man. Lima's going to look back and kick himself, man. That's what I was saying. The game planning, man. The jab was landing, and then the straight right hand was landing every single time he threw it, and he didn't get back to it. He didn't get back to it. Those are mistakes you can't make. But again, Peyton Talbot looked good. His takedown defense was great. But you never know with these judges, man. But I think that Peyton Talbot won it. What's up, Craze? How you doing, man? What's up, Barry? Yeah, Peyton Talbot improved a lot, man. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. That was a fun fight. Very, very fast-paced. Great scrambles. Chris Tognoni always goes up to Peyton Talbot. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Remember after the Cameron Simon fight, he was like, that's unbelievable, man. He's like obsessed with Peyton Talbot or something. Yeah, it should be Talbot 29-28. Peyton Talbot gets it done, man. Wow. What's up, Alejandro? Which fight is next? Which fight's next up? I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one's up next. Talbot needs to keep improving to make it to the top 10. He's a bit slower in his movement, in your opinion. Yeah, his striking defense didn't look particularly great. He was getting clipped. But I thought his takedown defense was very much improved, obviously. The Dariush fight is next. Dariush Moicano. I think I picked Dariush, but I really don't know on that fight. It's really a coin flip, to be honest. I'm shocked at Talbot, man. Talbot's got to improve his head movement. Lima was able to land some. He was. I feel like Lima chasing all those takedowns was a bit of a problem. I know craze, dude. And he was landing good straight shots, landing very, very good straight shots. The jab was landing, the right hand was finding a home, and said, "Nah, I'll just wrestle the whole time." And I know that that was probably the game plan, though. Try to wrestle. I hate getting picks wrong, man. I'm competitive. It's hard to know with fights. Anything can happen. Lima was too obsessed with the wrestling, 100%. He was finding success on the feet, more success on the feet than I anticipated. He should have believed in his striking, but he must have felt that power, to be honest. Probably. Yeah, Talbot was definitely the better striker. Quicker, more of an arsenal. What's up, Jeremy's Frank Ocean caught PT. Had to be better on top. Dude, what is going on between those two? Frank Ocean and Peyton Talbot. Like, what is the I don't know, man. Oh, they got Jameer Gibbs in the building. Max Crosby. Max Crosby's a beast. Kyler Murray. All the football guys are there, huh? Mark Coleman. He's at like every event now. Mark Kerr. Isn't The Rock playing him in some movie coming up? Oh, there you have to be man first. Marab. Damn. Benil with all that gray hair, dude. Never underestimate a man with a bunch of gray hair, though, you know? Lima probably didn't know how well he was doing in the striking. Dude, like, and it's frustrating because he could have won that fight, but Talbot fought a good fight. Either way, it was a great fight. It was super, super high pace, man. Super high pace. Yeah, I'm high on Lima too, man. I mean, I really thought that he would be able to dominate Talbot with the grappling because if you submit Muhammad Naimov, I'm like, I feel like you should be able to submit Peyton Talbot or at least control Peyton Talbot. But Lima's head already knew Talbot is a superior striker. That's why you think besides his success in striking, he kept going to wrestling 100%. I mean, Peyton Talbot was definitely better on the feet, I think. Who does Peyton fight next? I don't know. I don't know. I'd say someone like an Adrian Yanez or something, but I feel like they're going to do Malcolm Wellmaker versus Adrian Yanez at like Noche UFC or something. Malcolm Wellmaker and Talbot would be fun, but I don't think that they're going to do two prospects in the same like have them fight each other right now. They're going to try to build them both, I think. That was a big win for Talbot, man. Very, 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 very good win. Very good win. So, yeah, I hope that they book that. It's to me, it's simple matchmaking for the UFC. Wellmaker versus Yanez. Like, just book the damn fight. Put it on Noche UFC. That heel kick to the back of the head was brutal. Yeah, Peyton is very good, man. He's very, very good. Barcelos is good. He is. That's what I was saying, dude. I was like, Honey Barcelos, it just so happens that like no one knew who the hell he was. And then he, dominated Peyton Talbot. And now I feel like that makes Barcelos look so much better that a young guy like Lima, like, don't get me wrong, Talbot improved, but it clearly shows that Barcelos is actually pretty damn skilled. That's why I picked Barcelos to be Garbrandt because he's actually pretty skilled. Oh, to just wreck your parlay? Wellmaker versus Alexandre Topuria, that would be amazing, but I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to try to build all these guys, and then I don't think they're going to have them fight each other until they get further along, Umar's son still clears Talbot. Yeah, I feel like, what's up, Carbon? Um, yeah, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like Barcelos could still beat Peyton Talbot, but Peyton's offensive striking is good, but defensive striking seems to be the problem. 100%. 100%. Just a little bit of head movement action, man, A little bit of head movement. Fighters just don't move their heads. Like, and I'm not saying you got to be like a damn boxer where your head's bobbing all over the place because you got to worry about knees and kicks and stuff, but just subtle movement. Try to slip some shots. Try to pull yourself out of range. Don't just sit there and be a Pez dispenser, like bop, bop, getting your like rock'em sock'em. I hope Dariush wins, dude. I hope Dariush wins. You think it was the takedown threat that made Peyton's head movement terrible? That's definitely probably a factor. Whenever you're worried about the takedowns, it opens things up, man. You got Money Moicano getting the W. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about it, but I like Dariush, man. So, but I also think that Dariush is very capable of winning as well, though. I think he's very capable of winning. And I feel like Dariush has more power than Moicano. I feel like people forget that Benny actually can knock somebody out. Moicano can't really knock anybody out. What's up, Esteban? I look like Makhachev. Brother, who this guy? Brother, we have to check this. We have to test your we have to check the grappling, brother. DC. Send your kid 2-3 years Dagestan forget. Listen, brother. You notice Peyton lacks head movement, plus the kid gets cocky too quickly. Yeah, dude, he's got, but listen, man, sometimes I feel like that confidence and that cockiness to you, like, it gives you that edge. All right, here we go. Here's Money Moicano on the walkout. You don't think Moicano can submit Dariush, and in the striking, it will be a close contest? That's how I see it. Because you saw Gamrot have a hard time with Dariush, and we know how good of a wrestler Gamrot is. But we saw Moicano beat up on Benoit Saint-Denis, though. So that's where it's like, but I feel like it's just going to come down to, is Dariush kind of rusty and washed out, you know? One more fight, tell Royval versus Van. I know I'm excited, man. And we need some finishes, man, because otherwise that flyweight, it'll make a long night, you know? Used to live in Florida, moved to California. Now fights come on early. That is nice because I'm on the East Coast, and that's what kind of sucks. It's like 10:48 p.m. right now, and then this happens, and then it's like you're like tired. You go to bed, you don't get much sleep, and then your Sunday, you're like, you know, you feel like Dariush should retire. Should he lose? Yeah, if he loses, I feel like he could retire. If Beneil loses, feed him to Benoit Saint-Denis. I don't know if they'll do that though. I don't know if they'll do that, man. That'd be cruel. That'd be cruel. Moicano's hairline's starting to go, though. You're in the UK, it's 3:48 AM? I didn't know it was like that. Never mind, I shouldn't be complaining then. I shouldn't be complaining, man. We're about in the UK. It's a place I'd like to visit at some point. That'd be fun. People in Hawaii have the best time to watch fights because it's only 5 PM there. What times? I forget what time zone Hawaii's even on. I don't even know, man. London, nice. London, England. You moved from the West Coast. You love this shit too much. Wait, so you were like the West Coast of the US? Hawaii is 6 hours behind East Coast. Damn. Was Tracy talking about Latina baddies being deported? I don't know. I don't know what I couldn't hear what she was saying. I just know she said something about Joe Rogan. And what do you mean? I don't even know what. Honestly, I needed that break after that KO from RoboCop. Gave me the same feeling of Almeida versus Al Hassan. Dude, that RoboCop KO was filthy, man. The Florida summer, I spent some time in Florida. It's brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. The summers are like rains every day around like what, 2? Was it like 2 in the afternoon, 1? And then it's hot as hell, like all the time. What's up, Pablo? 4:49 in Spain. Damn. In the morning, dude. Is Herb Dean the most overrated ref? Absolutely 100% he's overrated. Herzog's better. I think Mark Goddard's probably the best. Mark Goddard, Jason Herzog, Chris Tognoni. He's always he like yells from across the cage, stop, stop, stop. And then it's like, how the hell are they supposed to hear you? You're in a giant ass arena. You're supposed to get in there. Mike Beltran's good too. Yeah, classy. Yeah. I'm trying to remember them all. Mark Smith is pretty good. Mark Smith's pretty good. Most of them are actually pretty good. The ones with names. I feel like Herb isn't that good, and Chris Tognoni isn't that good. But I feel like Goddard is very good. Hey, buddy, when I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, now's the time. God bless. I like Mark Goddard, man. All business. No, don't speak. When he goes over to the corners and you hear them, they're like in between like a foul or whatever. And they're like, hey man, jab to the body, man. And Mark Goddard goes, hey, don't speak. And then they like try to get a word in behind. He goes, I said don't speak. He has like eyes in the back of his head. That's like 10 ears. Mark Goddard can hear everything. Guys are like, throw the jab. And then Mark Goddard's like, hey. Mark has a problem with the stoppage, but Herzog is the best. Yeah, I feel like Jason Herzog is he's legit, man. I feel like Keith Peterson's pretty good too, unless it's reffing a Dominic Cruz fight. Yeah, Mark, dude, I'm telling you, Mark Goddard's got eyes in the back of his head. He's got 10 ears. He can hear and see everything. Hey. I like what he says. What is it? MMA guru. The way he says his name is so funny. Hey, buddy. You mean for champ fights, Mark stoppages are bad, but for non-title fight, yeah, and that's what's weird because you feel like in the championship fights he would let it go longer. Well, he did a good job actually reffing the Adesanya versus Gastelum fight. That was one of the better reffing jobs in UFC history, in my opinion. Underrated performance there by Mark Goddard because there were moments where I thought that fight was over. Keith lost hella weight. Yeah, what's his? I was like worried to say anything because Joe Rogan was talking about it, and I'm like, sometimes when you see people lose a drastic amount of weight, I'm like, were they meaning to do that, or are they sick, or is it something bad? That's why I was like, I didn't know what was going on there. But he lost a lot of weight, man. But here we go, introducing Beneil Dariush, and then it's fight time, man. Listen, it's crazy how Beneil Dariush at one point should have been fighting for a title and never did. And he'll probably never fight for a title unless he goes, let the title run starts now for Dariush, dude. Benny, grayhead Benny didn't, what did Connor call him? Beneil the douche, Dariush. Didn't he put out like a voice memo one time? And he just said that out of nowhere? Connor, man, what a guy. All right, here we go. We got Mark Smith reffing this one. Fight's on. All right, here we go. Round one. Moicano on the pressure right away. Good high kick by Dariush. Beneil's built like a frog. I'm just realizing that now. Beneil's kind of built like a frog. Beneil trying to throw that kick to the body. Moicano on the pressure. Good pressure by Moicano to the start here. Good inside leg kick by Dariush. He's got to be careful throwing that kick. Will get out of position. Moicano will counter. High kick by Moicano. Blocked. Dariush lands his own little leg kick. Nice. One minute in. Good inside leg kick by Dariush. Dariush looks sharp. Nice kick to the body by Beneil. Moicano's pressuring, but he's not really doing anything. Another inside leg kick by Dariush. Oh, good right hand by Moicano. Both guys a little hesitant right now, trying to figure out that range. Dariush starting to press the action now. Good inside leg kick by Beneil. Moicano tries to clinch up, but they break away. Another high kick by Dariush. Moicano gets out of the way. Oh, good left hand by Beneil lands, but he's getting a little wild. I don't like that. I feel like Moicano might snipe him. Oh, he's dropped him with a leg kick. Swept him off his feet, whatever. I don't even know what the hell happened there. That was nice. Beneil's blasting that kick, man. Dariush looks all right. Oh, he's got to stop throwing that kick. I don't know if that was checked or what. I think he hurt his leg. He's got to chill out with those kicks because he keeps throwing them. Moicano's in that orthodox stance, and you're throwing it across. You're going to hit knee and shin if you're not careful. Ooh. Tight exchange and close. Now we're up against the fence. Let's see. This is where I was interested to see who's the better grappler. I feel like I feel like they cancel out. I feel like Dariush might even be the better grappler, to be honest with you. They break away. Dariush looks a little tired, though. I don't know if that's just his body language or what, but what's up, Jimmy? How you doing? No, it's Dariush and Moicano. We got 155 left in round one. Dariush, another good kick to the body. I feel like if Dariush can tighten up the box, a good inside leg kick by Dariush. Good left hand by Beneil. Benny looks good, man. Moicano's putting the pressure on, but not landing anything. I'd say Moicano looks a little fresher right now, but Dariush, I don't know. I thought he looked a little fatigued, but I think he's. I don't think he is. Might have just been the camera angle. Good high kick by Beneil. Another good kick to the body by Beneil. I'd like to see Benny get more active with the hands, though, with the boxing. Almost landed a left hand. Come on, Benny. Get on the pressure, dog. Oh, good 1-2 by Dariush. Now they're slugging in the pocket. Moicano's getting pissed, I think, because Dariush is out here dealing, dude. Good left hand by Beneil. Matrix Dariush. Bobbing and weaving. Oh, Moicano dropped him in the right hand. That was bad. Beneil's on a single, though. Beneil rolls. Moicano, excellent transition. Looking for the back. Benny trying to scramble back to his feet. Nice control by Moicano. Man, that was a nasty right hand. Dariush was winning the round. Now Moicano going to the body, looking for knees. Dariush is hurt. Now Dariush is just swinging. All right, that's the end of round one. I don't know, man. Dariush was winning. He was winning, and then he got dropped with a right hand. How are you going to get dropped by Moicano, dude? I didn't think Moicano had any power. Oh, man. Dariush was looking good, dude. So does that give Moicano the round? Because Dariush was winning, I thought. I thought he was clearly winning, and then until he got dropped by that right hand. Man. And Dariush was bobbing and weaving and slipping shots really well, but it was that straight right hand. Jab, boom, right behind it. It was just a split-second delay. Did he rock him, or did he just kind of... Yeah, I mean, that landed pretty clean. I couldn't tell if he was, like, off balance from that one camera angle there, but yeah, he dropped him. Let's see, man. Dariush, I feel like if he tightens up the boxing a little bit, he could do all right, man. Yeah, Benny did lose his durability, man. Wow. Getting dropped by Moicano. Dariush needs to straighten out that left hand, dude. He lands it. Dariush is coming out pissed off, though. Moicano trying to get a takedown, tries to go for a trip. Dariush on top now. Moicano's got his butterfly. Trying to go butterfly here, looking for a sweep. Dariush scrambles, going to the back. High-level scrambles here, man. Dariush looking for, I can't tell if looking for the back here or what. Moicano's trying to build his base up against the fence. Both of these guys are so good, dude, on the ground, without question. Dariush pushes him up against the fence. I'd like to see Beneil try to technically box a little bit better. I feel like he was landing good. Now Dariush is on his back. Moicano's defending well, got the baseball grip. Nice. Good grappling pressure here by Benny, though, man. 3:45 left in round 2. He's on a single, takes Moicano down, looking for the back again. He's got one hook in. He's trying to get to that rear naked, probably, obviously. Good round, good bounce back here for Beneil, but again, he was winning that last round until he wasn't, until he got dropped. See, this is kind of what I anticipated. I know Moicano's a good grappler, but I just felt like Beneil Dariush was a little bit better. Moicano breaks away. Good knee in close by Dariush. Wow, that really is a damn shame that Benny got dropped because he would have won that round, and now he's winning this round right now too. Moicano's defending well, got in on the high crotch, dumps Moicano down. Nice takedown by Benny. Now he's got Moicano on his back. Close to the fence though, got him kind of flattened out, half guard here. Good bounce back round by Beneil, dude. 2:25 left in round 2. How crazy would that be if Dariush submits Moicano, man? That'd be crazy. Smothering him right now. Good shots from on top here by Dariush. Uh-oh. Well, Moicano collected his guard, though, I think. Still in half guard. I think Dariush is trying to get to a position for an arm triangle. I don't know. Good control by Benny, man. Seriously. Heavy shoulder pressure now under the chin of Moicano. I think that's what Benny's trying to do, man. He's trying to slide that shoulder down, trying to slide that arm back. Nice little shots from the bottom here. Good ground and pound from Benny here. Really good round by Dariush, man. Vintage Dariush right here. All right, here we go. 3 minutes and 42 seconds and counting of control time for Dariush in this round. 50 seconds left in round 2 here. Dominant round, too. I feel like if Dariush could tighten up the boxing on the feet, he wouldn't have gotten dropped. Oh, Dariush has got his hands locked here. This is getting tight, man. Moicano's face was turning red as shit, though. I was going to say, it didn't look like he could finish it from there. Good ground and pound from Benny. Dominant round 2. Good ground and pound by Dariush. Good ground and pound by Benny. Moicano tries to scramble, but that's the end of the round. Dominant round 2 by Benny, man. Dominant round 2. Wow. Impressive stuff by Benny, man. Impressive stuff by Benny. And it's a shame because, like I said, if he didn't get dropped, he'd be up 2-0. I got to share my link on Twitter or whatever. Dude, I'm going to be so nervous for the main event, man. I could already feel it. All right, here we go. Round 3 about to start. All right. I think it's 1-1. Dariush was winning round one, then he got rocked by the right hand, got dropped. So that go, and then round two, I think, is Dariush. Good high kick again by Beneil. Oh, good left hand by Benny. Good double leg by Benny, right to the back. That was quick, man. That was fast. Nice takedown by Beneil. So I think we see a clear wrestling advantage here. Oh, no, 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 no. Beneil's going to end up on bottom. Moicano to his back. Benny scrambling. High-level scrambles here. Dariush wrestles right back into him, though. Moicano defending well. Shucks him off. Now we're back to the feet. Good kick to the body by Benny. High kick by Benny. Nice. Oh, no, no, no. He overswung there on that kick, and then now Moicano's got to his back. Breaks the grip. High-level stuff, man. Good defense by both guys with the grappling here. Both look a little fatigued, though, from all those transitions. Dariush misses with a leg kick. Now they clinch. Good knee by Benny. Good elbow by Benny. 3:40 left in round three. Inside kick by Benny. He's got to be careful throwing those because he's tired in his defense. Yeah, he just slid right out of the way. Moicano tried to counter. Good left hand by Benny. Good leg kick by Benny. Moicano's going southpaw for some reason. I don't know if he was trying to set up a kick, but that wasn't smart because Benny's trying to throw that kick. He just can't get. He's got to watch that Moicano right hand. That's clearly what Hanato's trying to target here. Another inside kick by Dariush. Moicano catches the kick up against the fence now. Good defense by Beneil. Clubbing left hand by Beneil. Not much sting on it, though. Left hand by Beneil. 2:45 left in round three. I think both guys, they look kind of fatigued. Moicano's pressing forward, but not doing much. Good jab, over swinging by Dariush. He's got to straighten out that left hand, man. He'll touch the target. I don't understand. Going for another double. Way to turn the corner by Dariush. Collects the legs. Excellent work. Dariush looks good, man. Win or lose this fight, he's impressed me. He's on the back of Moicano. Moicano stands up here. Just 2:12 left in round three. Big position for Beneil here, man. But finishing Moicano, it's going to be tough with a submission. Unless you're Islam, right? Dariush just hanging on him. The wrestling of Dariush is the difference right now. And now he's got Moicano's back on the ground here. He's got a hook, one hook in. 1:45 left in round three. Moicano goes to Grammy. Nice. Now back to the feet. Good knee in close by Dariush. Beneil, come on, man. Got to finish this round strong. Oh, now they're slugging in the pocket. Dude, if either guy got clipped, those were some big winging ooga booga shots, man. If somebody got clipped, that could have been a problem. 1:20 left. Both guys look kind of fatigued. The hands are starting to drop. Good low kick by Beneil. Oh, no. Beneil's looking tired. 1 minute left. Check hook by Beneil. The hands are dropping. I see Moicano's going to set up a right hand here. Good knee in close by Beneil. Dude, what a pace in this fight, man. This is like Talbot versus Lima. Crazy pace. Beneil takes a big breath. Oh, no. 35 seconds left. Moicano moving forward. This is for the I think this is 1-1. Dariush is winning this round, but if Moicano could drop him or something. Dariush, good right hook upstairs. Good job by Moicano. 20 seconds left. Good job by Moicano. Good left hand answer by Dariush. 15 seconds left. Moicano shoots for the double. Stuff by Dariush. That was a mistake by Moicano. He should have tried to rock him because he's going to lose. Dariush! That's the end of the round, man. Dariush, he won that fight 29-28. I got round one. Dariush was winning the entire round until he got dropped by Moicano. Round two was Dariush clearly. Round three, Dariush clearly. What a performance by Benny Dariush, man. Outside of getting dropped by that right hand, I thought he dominated the fight pretty much. I should say he kind of did. He outstruck him. He kept spamming that kick. Moicano had zero answers, man. Listen, man, I told you, if there's a dude out there calling out Elon Musk on the mic, talking about, hey, man, give me my Tesla. And he's got some gray hair. Come on, man. That dude still got it. Dariush. And you know what shocked me was the wrestling. I didn't think we were going to see a ton of grappling because I thought it was going to cancel out. But Dariush is clearly, he had a nice wrestling advantage there. Wow. I am so impressed with Dariush, dude. Dariush won that fight. If they say Moicano won this fight, it's a robbery, 100% a robbery, right here, because that was round one. Dariush was winning the whole round until the right hand of Moicano. Dariush round two clearly, and round three. So Dariush almost basically essentially dominated Moicano for 15 minutes, and people were saying Dariush doesn't have anything left. Again, Dariush fought Oliveira and Arman. All three judges. Yeah. Benny Dariush. They should have given Benny the title shot instead of Beneil, man. Big win for Beneil Dariush. How about it, man? Let's go, dude. I'm cheesing now. I'm happy as hell. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of scared about that pick. I was like, ugh. It feels like Dariush is headed in the wrong direction, but I picked the old dog, man. Beneil winning in 2025 is crazy. I'm excited, man. Dude, like I've already said a few times, he dominated that fight. Outside of getting dropped by a right hand, he dominated the fight. Dominated the fight. You saw a dead owl today. Sugar's fuck next fight. Oh, I saw him talking about that. O'Malley just goes to show how much just being able to entertain on the mic matters. Fighters need to catch on 100%, man. 100%. He made Moicano's ground game look like trash. Yeah, he did. Well, the difference was the wrestling. You knew Benny could out-grapple him. I thought he would shoot in round one, though. What's up, Bands? How you doing, man? That was a very impressive performance by Dariush. And even on the feet, I mean, it wasn't great on the feet. Moicano's just not good on the feet. I mean, getting dropped by a right hand to Moicano, not a great look. But outside of that, he outstruck him. And then he out-grappled him as well. Very, very impressive stuff by Beneil Dariush, man. Very impressed. So I'm nervous for the Royval versus Van fight too, man. Benny's leg kicks were effective too. They were. And as he started to get tired, he started to throw him out there and he wasn't getting back to his stance quick enough. I was like, I think Moicano could have just stepped in and cracked him with a right hand and just never did. He was winning on the feet. On the ground, overall superior fighter, 100%, dude. That is, and how can you not like Beneil Dariush? I'm super happy, man. I'm glad I stuck to my guns, man. I was nervous about that pick because I'm like, it just feels like Moicano should win. Moicano needs more strength. Got out muscled by Father Time. Hey, man, like I said, that gray hair, it adds something. You know what I'm saying? Who does Benny fight now, though? I don't know. Someone ahead of him in the rankings. Give him a top ranked guy. Give him a Who's in the rank? I don't know the rankings off the top of my head, though. I'll pull them up, though, because I'm curious. I want to do some matchmaking. You wish Armin didn't KO Benny so quick. Imagine the scrambles we would have gotten. I know, man. If he could have gotten to a takedown, that would have been great. Let me see. Or we could have gotten to like some of those grappling exchanges. All right. Let's see here. Grandpa strength. You got it, man. Grandpa strength. Benny Dariush back in the win column, man. People were giving me shit for that pick too. And I was like, listen, man, don't underestimate a dude that's got some gray hair and will call out Elon Musk on the mic, you know? Trying to pull up the rankings so I could see who we got so we could do some matchmaking. You just woke up. Who won on Talbot versus Lima? Peyton Talbot won by decision. 29-28, I believe, were the scorecards. Rankings won't load. I don't know what's going on. I was trying to pull up the rankings, but yeah, give him a top-ranked dude, someone ahead of him. Because what was Dariush, ranked number 9? Give him someone ahead of him. But that's the problem. You know, who's he going to fight? Because all those guys, like the Holloways, the Hookers, Poirier is going to retire, but those guys don't want to fight Beneil Dariush. Hot take, if Jalen Turner doesn't walk off from Moicano after dropping him, he wouldn't even be relevant right now. No, I don't think that that's necessarily a hot take. I feel like that's a very fair take, to be honest with you. A good one, to be honest, because Moicano basically just started to turn up the trash talk, and you know, people were like, he's funny. And like, yeah, some of the stuff he says is obviously funny. Like this old stuff, the old man stuff, that was funny. And he's like, I got the receding hairline or whatever he said. Holloway Poirier 3, man. July 19. That's going to be so fun, dude. Armin Sarukian 2, Charles Oliveira 3, Justin Gaethje, Holloway, Poirier, Hooker, Gamrot. Run the Gamrot fight back. I'd like to see that because none of those other guys are going to take that fight. You're not going to get Armin. You're not going to get Charles again. You're not going to get Gaethje. Not going to get Holloway. Poirier's going to retire. You're not going to get Hooker. Not going to get Pimblett, probably. They're going to have Pimblett fight someone ahead in the rankings. Do Dariush versus Fiziev. Dariush versus Fiziev or Dariush versus Gamrot 2. Listen, Dariush has earned something here off of that win, risking, basically risking his ranking there. If Poirier defeats Max and Ilia's the chip, I don't think Dustin should retire. Dude, that's what I was just saying earlier in the live, man. If Poirier wins, I feel like it's going to be it, though, because they built the whole event around him. Poirier versus Ilia isn't that those boxing exchanges would feed generations, dude. They would. They would absolutely feed generations. Those are two of the best boxers in UFC history. For sure. That'd be amazing. That would be an amazing fight. But there's anybody new in here that is new to the channel, if you could sub, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are new, let me know what's up, man. I'm going to start doing these more, so seems like we're getting some pretty good interaction. I think I've only done one watch along before, and it went pretty well. But dude, I just I feel weird doing this. I don't know, but it's fun. I'm enjoying this. I think that this is how you just do it. Watch the fights and talk a little bit through it or whatever. This is fun though. If Dustin, you don't think Dustin's head's still in the game? I don't either. I think he's already got his. I think he's already kind of checked out. What's up, Muhammad? What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I feel like Poirier's already got his. I think he's already got his mind made up because they got a kid on the way. Okay, so the main card is Holloway, Poirier, Ige. Why is Ige versus Pitbull the co-main event? Why is that the co-main event? Atabal Gutier versus Robert Valentin is the featured fight on the main card. Paulo Costa, Roman Kopylov, Michael Johnson, Daniel Zahuber. Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull in a co-main event on a Poirier Holloway headliner is an absolute disgrace. That actually pissed me the hell off. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm in a bad mood. No, I'm not in a bad mood. That pissed me off. How is Patricio Pitbull and Dan Ige a fucking co-main event? How is that a co-main event? I'm doing great. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. UFC 318 seriously needs a good co-main. That's bullshit. That is horrible. UFC isn't stacking cards anymore. They're turning into boxing. They're turning into boxing. They put a great headliner on and then won't deck out the pay-per-views anymore. This is a pretty good pay-per-view, but that's what their new strategy seems like it's going to be, unfortunately. Well, that's what it seems like they're doing now. You think that Max versus Dustin is overrated, should be Dustin versus Justin. That's what the fight that Dustin wanted, but they said Max was the answer because they're Gaethje's going to fight for the title next. I'm sure that they're going to promise him a title shot. So if they do Yair versus Volk, you're out. They're going to. Who has a worse UFC debut, Patchy or Pitbull? Patchy. Probably Patchy. He looked worse than Pitbull. So Patchy looked flat-footed. Didn't look dangerous at all. The guy that everyone was like, oh, he's so dangerous and this and that. He looked horrible. He looked horrible. I'm trying to tweet some stuff as we're doing this. I'm not ignoring the stream, man. Oh, that pissed me off. Now I'm like irritated off that. Oh yeah, see, Big Marcel posted the card. There we go. That's what I was looking for, so I can vent about Ige versus Pitbull. Bullshit. Were they impressed by Pitbull's last performance, or are they just trying to do Dan Ige a favor because he stepped in at 2-hour notice to fight Diego Lopez? And I like Dan Ige. I'm actually a fan of Dan Ige. I like watching him fight. Super underrated. All right, here we go. Joshua Van's walkout. He's making his way. So what are they mostly doing is that they have a good main event and the rest of the card is shit 100%. Especially, they may make some adjustments, but UFC 319 looks exactly like that. They have one of the biggest fights they could put together in Hamzat and DDP, and they're like, nah, we don't need to deck out the rest of the card. People are going to tune in anyway, which they are right. People are going to do it, but come on, man. Like, Dana's whole thing is, we're not boxing. And then now it's like, we are boxing. Like, it's so annoying, man. That is unbelievable. That Patricio Pitbull was going to be in a co-main event of a Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway, like Poirier's retirement, how is that a co-main event? Unless they just want to see Pitbull get, like, they're like, oh, well, let's give Dead Ige hope Ige KOs him to make the PFL or Bellator look bad on a global stage. I don't know, man. Kopylov versus Costa is going to be a fun fight, but Kopylov should beat up on him, though, I think. That is bad, dude. That is horrible that is a co-main event of a pay-per-view. Like, if it was like a fight night or something, whatever. But for a pay-per-view? Daniel Cormier's keys for Joshua Van: defend the takedowns, use angles. Yeah, I feel like Royval is going to try to mix everything together. He's going to try to weaponize experience here. That's what Van's got to be prepared for, obviously. But I feel like what Joshua Van has coming into this fight is the consistency of constantly competing right now. And he's got all the confidence behind him. Outside of the Charles Johnson loss, he's been an absolute savage. Raw Dog's got you versus Tyra. You believe he wins again? I feel like he might, man. I'm rolling with Joshua Van, but it's strange to think that Costa was undefeated in his first 13 fights, 100%. Well, he became a different fighter after he lost to Izzy. He changed his entire style, which to a degree, it kind of made him a little bit better. He looks more athletic, but it kind of made him worse because he no longer presses forward, and he has like a 72-inch reach in the middleweight division, which is crazy short. He might have like one of the shortest, not maybe, he probably does have one of the shortest reaches in the middleweight division. He's got to get to the inside, and now he's like trying to play taekwondo from the outside. And he's got very good kicks, but I don't know. He's going to struggle against Kopylov because Roman's fast, man. His hands are fast, and his kicks are really good. You think it's going to become, now we got Royval making his walk here. You think it's going to become just as scummy as boxing? One undeserved title shot after another, number one contenders being denied, champs being protected. Look at Armin. Dana basically said Armin ain't next. Yeah, it's just coming down to business now. They're just going to book the fights that they think are the fans want to see. That's what they do. They go, we book what the fan, this is what the fans wanted to see. And it's like, no one asked for O'Malley versus Merab 2. No one was running around. You didn't see anyone out there parading. Man, come on. We're gonna bail on being fans unless you book Merab versus O'Malley. Like, no. They just have their little agendas that they're trying to push. And then they say that, oh, the fans wanted it. We didn't want to see that. We want to see Armin fight for the title. I do, at least. I want to see the winner of this fight for the main event tonight fight Arman. Because he's the actual threat in the lightweight division right now that Islam is gone. What's up, Entertained? How you doing, man? Tonight is the night, dude. I'm excited, man. I am excited. Do I think Costa was juiced? Did he stop taking and now it's affecting his gas tank? No, his gas tank, I think, is better. His gas tank has gotten better. He's trimmed down a little bit. He's not as big and bulky. He's still in really, really good shape, but he's like not as like big and hulky anymore. I think he's a little bit leaner. So it's actually, I feel like his cardio is actually better because remember he went 5 rounds with Strickland. He also went 5 rounds with Vittori in the Apex. Like his cardio is not as bad as people think. And it looks bad where he starts to like slow down and then he kind of picks it back up. 48 days left till UFC 319. Dude, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. You think Islam stays in welterweight if he loses to JDM? Instant lightweight title shot, maybe? Yeah, I feel like if he loses, maybe he comes back down. But it's kind of a weird spot because I feel like if you lose at welterweight, then you come back down to the weight class. Like, does it have the same kind of steam that it would have when he was like unstoppable at lightweight? Right. I know that's not a lot. That wouldn't be a loss at lightweight if he were to lose, but still. Now we're getting the buffer introductions here. Tom versus Jones, not Merab versus O'Malley. Exactly. You think Dana's starting to ignore Armin after his weight miss? Yeah, and because they asked him, they were like, "Oh, does this mean he gets the next title shot because he weighed in as the backup for this?" And he was like, "No, but it's a step in the right direction," or whatever he said. It's clear. We knew this, though. We knew that they were going to do this. They were going to hold this against Armin. We knew it. I feel like this fight is going to get end by stoppage. I kind of feel I'm getting the sense that someone's getting finished here. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Big step up for Van. Big step up for Van. You don't think Islam comes back down after gaining size? He said that he was, yeah, I know he struggles to make 55, but he said that he was struggling. I thought he said in that MMA Junkie interview or whatever that he was doing. I know I saw some headlines about it, that he was saying that he's having a hard time putting the weight on, I think. So I don't know. But I'm kind of an advocate for like, I understand like, wanting to kind of properly bulk yourself up for the bigger weight class, but I also feel like there's an advantage to trying to just be the lighter and leaner fighter to a degree, because I feel like Islam could come in, I'm not saying he's going to have a speed and power advantage or anything like that over JDM, but I don't know. Sometimes getting big and bulky slows you down, All right, here we go. Royval versus Van. Round 1. Is this Herzog? I think we got Herzog in this one. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Royval, I forget how big Royval is for this weight class. And he's fast, and he's just flicking that jab out there, feigning with that rear leg. Good kick to the body by Royval. That's good kick to the inside. He's gonna give Van a lot to think about. Van's obviously got that boxing heavy style. He's gonna try to be patient. He's gotta work to the inside here. Can't sit at range too long because Royval will pick you apart. Good inside kicks by Royval. He's got Van, I think, a little confused right now with the range. Good leg kicks by Brandon. He's given Van some issues here from the outside. But we'll see how Van settles in here. We're a minute in, and Royval's just kind of picking him apart. Van's got to let his hands go. Good front kick by Brandon. Oh, good counters by Van. Good left hook. Good short shots by Josh in close. Good jab. Good right hand. Knocked him off balance. Good shot by Josh, man. Like I said, clear boxing advantage on the side of it. Good right hand by Van. Good inside kick by Josh. Blocking shots well here. He's clearly the better boxer. Head and shoulders above Royval. It's just the fact that Brandon's long and rangy and fast. None of these shots are touching Van. The kicks are landing from Royval, but his hands are not landing at all. And Van's got him backing up now. Dude, that right hand is getting so close from Van. Oh, Royval's starting to tag him a little bit, though. That looked nasty in the pocket. I could have seen how Royval. Good right hand to the body by Van. Good inside leg kick by Van. Good check hook there by Royval. That scared me in the pocket there. I saw Van get a little defensively irresponsible in that first exchange in the pocket, and I could see Royval capitalizing on that. Good right hand to the body by Josh. See, the problem that I'm seeing here, good right hand by Van. That right hand is landing. Good counters. His boxing is so good, man. Good jab, good right hand. Good kick to the body by Van. Good jab by Royval. These guys are throwing, man. Come on, Josh. Now he's starting to get the timing on that kick. He just got right out of the way. Good left hand by Royval. Good right hand by Van. Feel like Van's starting to get the timing. The kicks are working for Royval because he's so damn long, but in terms of the boxing, Van is just a step ahead right now. 20 significant strikes for Royval, 19 for Van. It's close. Good left hand, good right hand by Van. Come on, Josh, work the body a little bit. He's got such good eyes in the pocket. Van's slipping and ripping, man. He's got to go to the body, though. Royval's tall. Just touch him to the body. Bring the hands down, bring his level down, and then it'll set up the shots upstairs. He's seeing those kicks much better, though, Van. That right hand is close. Good right hand by Van. Oh, good right hand by Van. That cracked him. Another one. He is touching him with that right hand, man. Tagging him. Come on, Van. Good kick to the body by Brandon. Well, good left hand by Royval. Good check hook by Brandon as well. Now he's starting to land with his hands a little bit. That left hand's finding a home. Good knees in close. Dude, this is a scrap, man. Great fights tonight, man. Seriously, great fights. Everybody's getting after it. 10 seconds left in round one. Good check hook by Van. Inside kick by Royval lands. That's the end of round one, man. How you scoring that one? That was close. I feel like Van landed the cleaner shots, though. I know that Royval was kind of picking at him, but I feel like the more damaging shots were from Van. Feel like Josh landed the more damaging shots, man. He was landing that right hand at will, dude. That was nasty. I'm curious how you are scoring that one because I feel like Van won that, but I don't know. I do not know. Van is looking good, man. I feel like he landed the more damaging shots. That short left hook in close. I think I have it. Van. No, I think Van's up too. I think well, not two literally. I mean, like, yeah, you know what I mean. All right, man. Good round one by Josh Van. Here we go, round two. With Van, good left hook, and he's going to overcome the range of Royval because those kicks just keep snapping out there and it's scoring. Good knees by Royval. Good box. Tried to add that high kick on the end. Josh has just got to be careful. That left hand to Royval's starting to get close. Oh, right hand by Van. I'd love to see Van work the body a little bit more, though. What's up, Klaus? Good right hand by Josh. Every time he's throwing that right hand, it's nice and straight and it's landing every time. Good teep by Brandon. Oh, good counter right hand, left hook behind it. Another left hook. Van is touching him every time. Come on, Josh. Van is fighting a good fight, man. Royval's just tricky because of his range and he's so active. Oh, good left hand by Brandon. Good jab by Van. Such a high pace, man. I love flyweight fights are so underrated, man, especially when you get two technicians. Brandon Royval's footwork is excellent. His movement is really good in round two here. Good kick to the body. Royval tagged him. Good left hand. Royval's starting to go off. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, good right hand by Van. Good answer. Good front kick by Van. Good leg kick by Royval. Man, this is a scrap, dude. Oh, good jab by Van. That was stiff. What, dude? This is a firefight. 2:30 left in round two. Good straight left hand by Royval. Good right hand by Van. Good front kick by Josh. Oh, good right hand by Van, right on the back of the dome. Good left hand to the body by Royval. Good jab by Brandon. That Brandon jab is starting to fly. Van with a hand in the pocket. Good slip and rip, another hand. That left hand was landing and the hand of Van is landing. That jab Van's head back, though. He's got to spin his head a little bit. This pace is crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. Oh, big right hand by Van. Royval's got a chin, dude. Good jabs by Royval to answer. Good jab by Brandon. Van needs to look to slip it off and throw a left hook to the body. Both guys are having such big moments. I don't know how to score this round, dude. Good 1-2 by Royval. Good right hand, left hook by Van. Good jab by Brandon. Van's got to move his head. Got to move your head. Good inside kick by Van. Good feints by Royval. That Royval jab is firing now, man. 55 seconds left in round 2. Good body work by Van. Get back to it. Get back to it. Start to bring the hands down. Good right hand by Van. Pressure, Josh. Pressure. Good inside kick by Van. Good shots by Royval. Royval's activity is just a problem. Good right hand by Van. Brandon Royval's starting to he's finding his groove, man. Oh, big shots by Van. What a scrap, man. 15 seconds left here in round 2. Oh, big hook by Van. Good jab by Royval. That Royval jab is really touching, man. Wow, what a fight, man. What a fight. Still got one more round to go, dude. Wow. Fight of the night so far, in my opinion. I think it might be 1-1, but it even could be 2-0 Royval, though. Or it could be 2. You never know how this is being scored. I have it 1-1. I think Van won round 1, and I think Royval got that one probably. I think we're one apiece. I think that one goes to Royval. I got Van round 1, Royval round 2. The problem is the activity of Royval. They might even give round 1 to Royval because of the activity. Wow. The activity is crazy from Royval, dude. Like, look at the significant strike totals. Round 1, 36-31 Van, and then 80-57 Royval. So I would say Van, well, not just based off of that, but off of just watching. I feel like round 1 was Van, round 2 is Royval. It's going to come down to this one. But the activity of Brandon is a problem, man. Josh has got to get to the inside and take some chances here. He's got to try to win moments because I don't think he's going to win volume against Brandon. Good jab by Van. "30 seconds in, Van's on the pressure here. I'd like to see him get back to the body, man. Good right hand by Van. Good left hand by Royval. That left hand of Brandon sneaking through, man. Good front kick by Brandon. Josh has got to get to the inside. Good right hand by Van. Good slip and rip by Josh. This is why I say straight shots, man. These guys are throwing good straight shots, and they're touching the target over and over and over again. Good 1-2 by Van. Royval has a chin, dude. Good left hook by Van. Good 1-2 by Royval. Brandon's starting to pressure him now. He's starting to kind of tee off. Royval's just kind of hitting that flow state mode right now. Van's touching him still, though. Come on, Josh. Got to get back to the inside. Dig to the body. He's neglecting the body, though. That might cost him. Good kick to the body by Brandon. Van's having a little bit of an issue with the range and getting inside those kicks. Brandon's doing such a good job moving, man. Good jab by Royval. Good 1-2 by Van. Oh, good knee by Brandon in close. Bro, this Royval pace is crazy. Good left hand by Brandon. Good left hand by Brandon, dude. Brandon's starting to... Now, Van's firing back. I just feel like Brandon's going to win, man. He's just too active. Van, I feel like, is going to have to drop him or something, have a huge moment. Van needs a moment. He needs a big moment. Good kick to the body by Royval. Good jab by Van. Bro, the Royval volume and activity is crazy, dude. .145 left in the round. I think this decides it, man. I think we're 1-1, and I think Royval might be winning this round, too. Oh, good left hook. Oh, man, Royval's got a chin, dude. That, like, stunned him. Good jab by Van. I feel like Royval might be a little hurt. No, there he goes. Counters with a good left hand, good kick to the body, good right hand by Van. Good leg kicks by Royval. Come on, Josh. Got to get to the inside. Just dig to the body, man. He neglected the body completely in this fight. I feel like that was the place to go against a taller guy. Oh, good right hand by Van. Got to get on the gas. Got to win moments. Got to win moments. It's too close. Got to win moments. Good knee in close by Van. Good oblique kick. Oh, good right hand by Van. Good counter, but Royval's pressure. Dude, these guys have got some. These guys' chins are crazy. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. This fight is so chaotic. Big shot by Van. 25 seconds left. Oh, good left hook by Van. Big right hand by Van. Good left hand to the body by Royval. 1-2. Oh, good jab by Van. Oh, 10 seconds. Oh, Van dropped him. Van dropped him. 5 seconds left. Van, go. Wow. Wow. Joshua Van, he just got that thing done, dude. He just got that thing done. Dude, that fight is so damn close. So damn close, but I went round 1, Joshua Van, round 2, Royval, and I honestly thought that round 3 was probably going to go to Brandon, but because he dropped him, Joshua Van, man. Joshua Van, man. Let's go. Wow. Dropped Brandon Royval, dude. That's fight of the night, dude. And I don't listen, if Oliveira versus Topuria ends up being badass, great. This deserves a bonus no matter what. Fight of the year so far, in my opinion. Fight of the year. Fight of the year so far. Unless I'm forgetting about something. This was fight of the year so far. Unbelievable fight. And win or lose, Joshua Van, he belongs, dude. This dude's fighting every other week. Biggest step up in competition by far in his career. By far, one of the toughest opponents of him. And an experienced, well-rounded guy like Brandon Royval, who's tricky and rangy. What a fight, dude. What an unbelievable scrap. And shout out to Royval for taking the fight, too. Yeah, I think Van won. Because round 1, Van, round 2, Royval, and round 3, even though Royval was busier, he got dropped. Unbelievable fight. And this is why I tell you guys in my videos, man, straight shots. Forget the ooga booga. You know what I mean? Straight, clean shots, man. There's a time and a place for an ooga booga shot. That is exactly right. That's exactly it right there. All right, here we go. Let's hear the decision. This better be Josh Van, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, Josh Van, dog. Let's go. What's up, man? What's up? 30-27 is crazy, though. I don't agree with 30-27. I don't know how you could give round 2 to Joshua Van. I thought round 1 was clearly, or not clearly. Round 1 was Joshua Van, still close. Round 2, I thought went to Royval pretty clearly. Round 3, I thought Royval was winning until Joshua Van was able to drop him. Let's go, man. I've been on that Josh Van train since the beginning. I picked him at every damn fight, dude. Only let me down one time against Charles Johnson. We picked him again, dog. Man, I can't wait to hop on TikTok. By the way, if you guys are on TikTok, I started on there. Your boy's growing fast on there. I'm a casual on TikTok because I picked Joshua Van to beat Brandon Royval. I'm the casual. Doesn't that make them the casual? Because they don't know who Joshua Van is clearly. Who's the man? I can't wait to reply on there. Who's the casual now? Dude, what a fight, man. Got it done, classy. What's up, Lahib? What a fight, dude. Fight of the year so far. Joshua Van will get that belt, bro. Unbelievable performance. Unbelievable performance. I think we need to see him in a 5-rounder before a title shot, though, probably, right? Or probably not. They'll just throw him right in there. He'll probably get next. How about this kid, man? Rombetsky versus Orlabai. Yeah, this was a crazy fight, man. Royval has a chin on him for sure, dude. Some of those shots that he was eating early on, but that's what I said. That's exactly what I was saying, man, is the boxing was going to be the difference. Royval, to me, was the more tools fighter, but the boxing's just too good, man. That dude, Josh Van, is different, dude. He is different, man. Wow. Give him a $100,000 bonus, dog. Give him a 100K bonus. Wow. Only way to beat these guys is to outgrapple sub them because that iron chin isn't going to get cracked. Well, we've seen Joshua Van get finished by Charles Johnson, though. You thought Royval will look to change levels at some point? I thought he would grapple. I did too. Unbelievable fight. Amazing fight, dude. He just went over and was talking to Hunter Campbell. You're getting a title shot, son. That's my Hunter Campbell voice. I don't even think he sounds like that. You're getting a title shot, son. Hey guys, it's Robbie Lawler. They just showed Robbie Lawler on the fan cam, dude. He always makes me laugh. Hey guys, it's Robbie Lawler. Oh, Brandon Moreno. Man, I'm so happy to be here. Oh, is that my Anderson Silva? Oh, man. Brandon Moreno's like always so happy. The fighting nerds. Jean Silva's always barking. Carlos Olberg. There's Izzy. Oh, they didn't even show Izzy. The disrespect. Now they show him. There's Volk. Bald head, man. Cap is probably fuming right now, lost out on the biggest moment, and Van snatched it up and ran with it. You got it, man. Taking advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. That's how it's done. If Pantoja wins, you think it's time for him to move up and vacate? The problem is, though, like, he's not going to beat Marab. Probably not. I feel like Marab's way too strong for him. That's the problem. Dude, they just showed Chuck Liddell. He's fat, bro. He's put on a lot of weight. Wow. Nuts. Dude, that was nuts, man. What a fight. What a scrap, man. I know. I got to watch that one back at some point, dog. That was craziness. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Man, I can't wait to go back on TikTok and be like, "Who's the casual now, dog?" And that's literally, dude. If you guys have TikTok, if you follow me on there, I'll give you a follow back. It's just JakeGerberMMA. But I started on there recently. I made like 1 or 2 videos and then like a while ago, and I'm like, I just didn't really have an interest. But I'm like, it's pretty easy to make content. And then I started getting like all these views and stuff real fast. So I was like, man, I might as well just keep doing this. And I realized very quickly that the fans on TikTok are completely different than on X and on YouTube. Like, so they think John Jones is like the GOAT and would destroy Aspinall type of fans over there for the most part. A lot of Joshua Van fans though, but there were people I literally basically said Brandon Royval has all the experience, more tools, all of that. But I said Joshua Van's boxing is so damn good that he will win, basically. And so that's aged pretty good. Gotta pat myself on the back, man. I gotta rub it in a little bit because that right there. So the only so I've gotten 2 fights wrong. I picked Lima, so I got that one wrong, and then I got the WMMA fight wrong. We don't count that. That leg kick was everything. It was. Wow. All right, here we go. Here's the promo for the flyweights. Here's the thing with Pantoja though. While he may not be the most entertaining personality, he is so damn good, dude, and I feel like he gets better every fight, man. He's got good power if you sleep on it. If you go back and watch that Kai Asakura fight, he actually stings him pretty good before he gets that first takedown. And that's the problem. If the fight hits the floor, dude, it's a wrap. But we're going to see if Kai Kara can defend the takedowns. And if Kai can keep it on the feet, I feel like he might be able to clip Pantoja. But I don't know, man. Pantoja at this point, to me, is approaching GOAT territory for the flyweight division. Yeah, those oblique shots were very good. Joshua Van was mixing in some nice shots, man. Very, 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 very good performance by Van. Mokaev versus Pantoja, I agree, man. We'll see. Pantoja's got to get through Kai Kara here, though, first. I think he can. I think he can, though. Dude, I'm telling you, man, Pantoja's got all the skills to beat anybody. I just don't think that he'll go up to bantamweight though because he's too damn small. I think he's too small for the bantamweight division, personally. But you never know. Can't put Pantoja as the GOAT because he never was beating a prime Figueiredo. That would have been a crazy fight, dude. That would have been a crazy fight. That would have been a crazy fight. But if he beats Kai Kara, beats Josh Van, beats Mokaev, like if Mokaev came back, how could we not say he was like? I feel like Pantoja. Let me ask you this. Would you guys, with a win tonight, would you put Pantoja in your top 15 GOAT list? Or do you think he's past Mighty Mouse? I'm just asking. I don't have an opinion on it right now because I'm just off the top of my head, but I'm asking you. What do you think? Oh, they did fight? Figueiredo beat him? Why don't I remember that? Yeah, Pantoja will win, and then yeah, he won't move up at all. Unbelievable fight, dude, between Van and Royval. Maybe 15. I could see him at 15. I could see him at 15. 'Cause my mind is racing, dude, because someone said you should do a GOAT list, in the comments, I think, on the best boxers video, and I'm like, "Dude, I might have to do a GOAT list because that's one thing I haven't done." So, I'm all down for a GOAT list, man. Alright, here we got that Kai Kara walkout. He's always intense, man. What a freaking fight that was, dude. The sport is young. That's what I'm saying, man. But and then again, it's when evaluating who's goats, right? We have certain guys that are obviously in the conversation, but when you start to add in some of the others, it's like, well, when you look at the flyweight division, it's like, look who Mighty Mouse fought, and then you're looking at Pantoja's resume, and you're like, okay, he's beaten, Kai Kara. Now, can he do it again? We're gonna find out now. But then it's like he's beaten Moreno. He's beaten these guys, and it's like it's not their fault that they didn't fight so and so that, Demetrius was able to add to their resume. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it kind of tricky, I feel, to rate with the GOAT list. But we got Kai Kara getting we got Cutman Tate back there, man. Dude, this is craziness, man. That fight was insane. That was fight of the year so far for sure. For sure, in my opinion. Unless I'm forgetting about something, some sort of fight, but that was fight of the year so far, at least. Wow. That was unbelievable, man. The output, the pace, and shout out to Roy Valdo too, man, because the pace and the output that he was putting out there was insane, dude. How impressive is Van, though? He was like the favorite coming in too, which I thought was kind of crazy. And I picked Van, and I was rooting for him, but I was actually very surprised that he was the favorite. Flyweight's never I know, flyweight is fun, man. I know, dude, that was craziness. We still have a co-main here with a belt on the line, and then we got the title we got the main event, that's the big one, man. That's the big one. Wow. That was nuts, dude. That was absolutely nuts. Here we go, the Pantoja walkout. The Cannibal. I don't know, man. Something about that nickname for me just doesn't like I feel like it fits. Like, I feel like the Pantoja should be like Alessandre the Panther Pantoja or something, I don't know. Yeah, I got Pantoja in this one. I feel like he might find a submission mid-round, like round 3 maybe. What's with those glasses? He's wearing those glasses. Didn't Kai wear the same glasses to the press conference? They wore the same glasses to the press conference in those that he's got on right now. Red Pantoja, yeah. Kai versus Van would be a fun title fight possibility. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Kai versus Van, that's a fight that I wanted to see. I thought that they would have given him that fight by now. But hey, I didn't expect a Brandon Royval fight. I figured he was too high up the rankings. Loner Kavanaugh and Andre Lima get back in the cage as well. Future contenders, 100%, man. Oh, there's a camera on those glasses. Yeah, if Pantoja talked a little bit more on the mic, man, I feel like that could help out. How come I look like Dominic Reyes now? Because I got a little bit of a mustache now. If the mustache comes off, then who do we look like, Yeah, Dominic Reyes started to grow his beard out, you know? I noticed that in his last fight. Why isn't Moreno fighting Pantoja instead of, Kai Kara France? Probably because they've already fought multiple times. This is a rematch, but again, these guys fought like 9 years ago or whatever. Dude, Pantoja's custom shorts are sick. Even how fast Pantoja's running around the octagon right now, dude. These flyweights are fast, man. Brazaman should have beard. Yeah, that ready? The Chimaev, when he did that to Usman. Chimaev gets the game, man. He understands how to market himself. Talk a little bit, build it up. Listen, brother, I come here for fight, man. I'm here for fight, man. Dude, he like low key said something really funny at that UFC 308 presser too. When they asked him, he's like, "I'm here for fight, man." Unless he's gonna jump around like kangaroo, or he said Rob. He's like, "If is Rob gonna jump around like a kangaroo because he's from Australia?" Like, I feel like a lot of people didn't even get that. I thought that was hilarious. People were sitting there like, I'm like, I know. How dare a fighter have any kind of personality, right? Pantoja looks locked in. Kai looks locked in. I feel like this is the kind of fight that Pantoja needs to try to help his star power a little bit. Yeah, dude, Kai with the whole like oh man. Kai Kara France, dude. All right. Buffer introductions. This is wild, man. And it's packed in there too. The T-Mobile Arena is massive. How many is that seat? Like 20? Like 20,000 or something? I don't know off the top of my head. Plus 215 underdog, Kai Kara. He's dangerous, man. There's no question about Kai Kara France. He's got real power in his hands. He's low key got a big ass forehead. Pantoja's got the energy to match though. Low key Pantoja might be in the best shape he's ever been in. He looks like he's in great shape, man. I feel like if Pantoja gets a win here, this is gonna be like a big breakout fight for him. Even though he's been a long reigning champ at this well, pretty he's had a couple defenses. Who's looking too putting too much energy? And you talk about Kai. Don't forget when Moreno hit him to the body with that liver shot. I feel like Pantoja's just gonna march at him. We'll see. Yeah. Kai does seem like he's kind of turning up the dials, man. This is gonna be fast. This is gonna be action packed. Dude, all these fights have been so good. This right now is the best card of the year, I think. At least one of them for sure. This has been a great card. I picked Pantoja on this one. I got Pantoja in this one. And it's like weird because Pantoja's like, or here we go. Good kick to the body, good right hand by Pantoja, good leg kick by Pantoja on him with the pressure, good right hand. Gets to the double leg, good take by Kai immediately. This is going to be fast, man. It's hard to talk about anything else during a flyweight fight. Pantoja's right to the back, trying to control him. Kai's doing a good job defending. Good. Oh, he got his hooks in right to the back immediately. How fast? We're only 30 seconds in, and Pantoja's got a body triangle. He's got the body lock, and he's on his back immediately. Pantoja's a beast, man. Well, what I was saying is Pantoja is like big for flyweight, but I think would still be too damn small at bantamweight. How do you get to someone's back that fast? It's like what Chimaev does, too. That was impressive. But at flyweight, where the dudes are like super fast, you know? Wow. 3:40 left in round one. Plenty of time to work. Got him flattened, or not flattened out, but good shots. Beating on the body now. Oh, he's going to flatten him out. Yeah, don't go belly down, Kai. Pantoja will lock in that rear naked choke fast, man. How impressive is Pantoja, dude? Still got a little over 3 minutes to work with here. Bad start for Kai, man. And Pantoja's spending zero energy here whatsoever. It's just and all it takes is that split second for Pantoja to get that grip and lock in a rear naked choke, man. I'm telling you, he's got one of the best rear naked chokes in the sport. Dude's a savage, man. Seriously. It looks like Kai was trying to go belly down. That'd be a mistake. He almost flattened him out. Now Pantoja, he's got an arm triangle. He's in half guard here. This is real bad for Kai. If Pantoja could get his hips away, now he's got out of it. Probably now back to the dude. These scrambles. Good shot by Pantoja. Now he's in half guard. That arm triangle, he locked that in fast, dude. Pantoja's a beast, dude. 2 minutes left in round one. He's just kind of camping out in half guard right now, Pantoja. Good, just great control, man. Great control to go from the back, transition, threaten with an arm triangle. Good defense too by Kai Kara. A lot of guys, man, when they get put in these positions by Pantoja, I mean, they don't make it out. Pantoja is so underrated, man, all across the board. Let's see. 1:15 left in round one here. Trying to work. Kai's got that leg tied up. He's trying to shrimp out and create space. Got that forearm. He's going to have to bump, try to get his hips. Pantoja's control is just so good. Kai was doing the right things there. He was bumped and tried to bridge in, and then Pantoja just flattened him right back out. I feel like that's what I'm saying is I feel like Pantoja in the flyweight division has such a crazy strength advantage, dude. 30 seconds left in round one. Total domination by Pantoja so far. Yeah, elbows. We need to see some elbows, man. This is the perfect position. 15 seconds left in round one. Oh, good elbow there. That was a good one. Kai's turtling over. Pantoja onto the back. Again, not enough time, though. 5 seconds. He's got a rear naked. Almost locked in. Almost did, dude. Domination. End of round one. Complete domination by Pantoja. Dude's different, man. Dude's different. And now, Kai Kara is not going to be fresh. was saying, Lahib, man. That's what I was like. I think I said that in my breakdown leading up to this. Every single fight, Pantoja gets better. I might have even have said it before the fight started on here. Pantoja gets better every single fight, man. Something improves. His striking, when he came out super aggressive, looked more technical than it has in the past. At least to me. Maybe it's just, I don't know. But just going off of the fly here. But dude, he looks so good, man. Confident. His hair looks sharp. He's got a good fade going on, man. You can tell Pantoja's feeling himself. He's got these custom shorts. If he could get a finish, man, here, International Fight Week, big spotlight here. This is big for him. They're showing Brandon Moreno. There's Josh Van. They got him sitting there. I feel like they're going to have Josh Van come into the cage next to try to build that fight, man. I got to be real. I like Josh Van. He's not beating Pantoja, man. I don't think so. We got to see if Pantoja could get through this, though. I don't know if anybody's beating Pantoja right now. You got to have insane grappling skills, I think. Completely outclassed. Yep, now we're in round 2. Good kick to the body by Pantoja. See, Kai tends to reach. He tries to dig to the body with that right hand, but he will reach. And I think that that's going to be an opportunity for Pantoja to try to check hook him and then back him up and then try to shoot. The way he got that takedown was so fast. I think Pantoja's I think he's taking some time to get his wind back a little bit. I'm not saying he's tired. He just, that was a lot of effort in the beginning there. 4 minutes left in round 2. And the threat of the Pantoja takedown just opens up the striking. You see Kai is just so hesitant now. And he's got to open up. Good kick to the body, trying to replicate that Brandon Moreno liver shot. Good jab. Oh, good leg kick. 2 of them in a row by Pantoja. Good feints by Kai, but he's just not able to find his rhythm, man. Pantoja just doesn't let you find a rhythm. Good jab to the body by Kai. And Pantoja's so compact. Good blitzing combo. Good. Oh, nice trip. Good trip right into full guard here. Nice job by Pantoja, man. He's just so good. It's like he plays with you. He's like, man, you're a striker. I'll let you strike a little bit. And then boom, just blitzes you, bum rushes you, but keeps his chin down. He doesn't blitz into range with his chin in the air. Keeps it tucked. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to work with here in round 2. Total domination by Pantoja. Even outstriking him on the feet, beating him up. Those leg kicks were nasty. Pantoja working to the back again. Sits down. Let's see if he's on a single here. Kai's defending pretty well, though. 2:20 left in round 2. Breaks away. Good defense here by Kai. Now he's going to get on the pressure. Oh, that was a good right hand by Kai. Good jab. You can tell Kai's confidence is building from stopping that takedown. He's trying to set up that right hand. There it is. Jab to the body, right hand over the top. $155 left round 2. Good jab by Kai Kara-France. That intercepted Pantoja there. Good jab by Pantoja. Pantoja looks like he's a little tired, though, trying to catch his breath. Kai's got to step on the gas, I think, here. Try to take advantage of that. Ooh, dude, that head kick just missed. Pantoja almost threw a perfectly timed head kick. Ties him up. Kai Kara-France going in for his own takedown, pushing him up against the fence here. Pantoja reverses. Now Pantoja's just relentless, man. Kai breaks away. Both guys look a little fatigued. I don't know if that's just me, but they both look a little fatigued here. Pantoja's outstriking Kai, man. He's just dipping under, throwing that right hand, and then that leg kick has been money for Pantoja all night long. Guys keep slipping in there. At least Kai does. Good leg kick by Kara France. Ooh, good right hand to the body by Kai, but then Pantoja answers. Good shots by Pantoja. Ten seconds left in round 2. Better round for Kai, this one. Ooh, good front kick by Pantoja. Good round. Much better round for Kai. Much better round for Kai. I don't know if he took that one, though. Yeah, that's a little odd. Pantoja looks fatigued. He looked very fatigued. He started round 2 very slow, and I was like, okay, maybe he's just kind of catching his wind. Then he went for it, didn't get, got the takedown. Kai popped right back up, and then Pantoja looked pretty fatigued the rest of the round. How did you score that one? One was definitely Pantoja. That one, I think Pantoja won that round too, because he still landed some decent shots on the feet. Good round, though, from Kai, though. Stop the takedowns. I mean, he got taken down, but got right back up and then stopped the other ones, though. Even went in for his own takedown. I feel like Kai Kara France just has to open up a little bit more. He's not being active enough with his hands. All right, here we go. Round 3. Yeah, it was a much better round for Kai. Now Pantoja's on the gas again. Good kick to the body by Pantoja. Kai landed a good shot. Pantoja to the back, trying to drag Kai down. Now they're up against the fence. This fight's putting you to sleep, Tehran. I will say, I mean, it's still got some action going, but the other fights we've been spoiled all night, man. Pantoja gets to his back, takes him down. Uh-oh. Pantoja, it's very clear what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to his back, trying to take him down, pull him into his just pull him into his lap, put that body triangle on, and then go to work. And he's got him in the position again with 3:45 to work with here in round 3. Pantoja's just so smart, dude. That's the biggest thing is he understands, like, it doesn't have to look pretty, but he's gonna find a way to win, man. And he doesn't look as winded in round 3 here. I feel like he got a second wind or something. The only way the main event isn't gonna be fireworks is in Pantoja's got that rear naked choke. He's got it in. He's got it in. He's got it in. That happened fast. It's tight. It's tight. He's fighting the hands well, though. It's under the chin. That's a wrap, man. It's gonna be a wrap. He tapped Pantoja. Round 3 sub, dude. I predicted the exact outcome of this fight. Pantoja, rear naked choke, round 3 sub. Let's go, man. Dude is a monster, dude. And Pantoja looked a lot fresher in round 3. I feel like he got a second wind or something. That was impressive. Bro, I literally predicted that fight to a T, bro. I'm patting myself on I'm tooting my own horn, man. That was crazy. I know Pantoja well at this point, dude. I was like, it's just a matter of time. Kai will defend well. He'll defend well. He'll start to slow down, and then boom, we'll get to the back. Rear naked choke. There it is. He might have the best rear naked choke in MMA. Pantoja, he's got one of them. At least he might have the best. Yeah, Pantoja was winning. I think Pantoja was up 2-0. I hope he gains some from this because, man, he's a beast, dude. He just charges forward recklessly in the range, you know? Wow. Elite, dude. Pantoja's elite, man. He's absolutely elite. And listen, this upcoming week, tomorrow I'm gonna make after this. After we peace out after the fight night, the fights are done here. I'm gonna record my recap tomorrow, and then I'll have that posted. But then this week, I'm gonna do a GOAT list. Someone asked me to do a GOAT list, so noted. I will do a GOAT list. What a prediction! Round 3 submission, dude. I'm telling you, man. I know Pantoja like maybe I train with Pantoja or something. Dude, I'm like predicting this dude's finishes, like, and the rounds, and exactly how he's going to do it because he's got the best rear naked choke in MMA right now. I think he does. That's impressive because Kai Kara France is pretty good takedown defense, but I figured he would defend well, but then after a while, how about it, man? I like Pantoja, man. I really do. Dude's a beast, man. His he really is. Elusive Pantoja, man. He improves every fight too. Gets better and better and better. Predicting some of these other fights is a test of your wiki skills. I don't know how people do it. It's hard, man. Predicting fights is very hard to do. Very, very hard to do, man. Because at the end of the day, it's a fight. Anything can happen. You know, one shot could land. Like a football game, basketball game, like you get outplayed, you get whatever. And there's like time to make it up. Where in fighting, it's like you slip the wrong way and some guy just happened to throw a high kick behind a right hand you didn't see coming. Boom, you get knocked out. And it's like, damn, the guy that we thought should have clearly have won loses. Fighting is just a different thing, man. So, but I've only gotten 2 picks wrong on this card so far. The WMMA fight, which does that really count? You know what I'm saying? And then the Peyton Talbot fight. Peyton Talbot surprised me. I didn't expect Peyton Talbot to defend the takedown so well. And I think I said in my prediction video, I was like, I would have picked Talbot if I had a guarantee that he could stop the takedowns. So if he could have told me, I don't know, but I'm happy for Talbot though. How about that though? Most finishes in UFC flyweight history, 8. He passes Davison Figueiredo and Demetrius Johnson. Alessandro Pantoja. Do I think Van has the ground game to beat this guy? Not from what we've seen right now, no. And I like, dude, we're big Josh Van fans, Classy. I know we are, but I'm just being real. I like Josh Van, and it'd be fun, but I think Pantoja's too much, to be honest, right now. Oh, they brought Van in, dude. They brought Josh Van in. He's going to be next for the title, I guess. Wow. Dude, I love this, man. I love this. They got Joshua Van in there. So that's, I guess, are going to be our next fight. I love the respect. A little bit of shit talk. I love the respect. Let's do it, man. Oh, yeah. Let's get a face off. Whoa, dude, don't take the camera off. We got a face off. Let's go, baby. Dude, let's go, man. And I like this because now Van's got all this hype going on. So now he's going to bring that hype into a fight with Pantoja. So that's actually going to bring some eyeballs to the division. And for Pantoja, good stuff. Wow. He's too good, man. I agree. He's too good right now. And I don't know, Josh Van hasn't been in a 5-round fight yet. How impressive is Pantoja, dude? I know, what a turnaround for Van, dog. You're over cold 9 right now, so hyped. What a Donald Cerrone in the building. Boo. Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn's a hardcore fan, man. He's the first guy there every night. Jamal Murray. Vitor Belfort. Patty the Fatty. And then Thomas Paul Aspinall. Hello, John. I'd like to fight you, John. I'll tell you what it is. I like Tom Aspinall, man. Bro is not moving up the pound for pound list. It's crazy, and he should because he just got a rear naked choke over Kai Kara France. Main event time coming up, man. Pantoja's something I don't think Van can handle. That's how I feel, man. And I'm a big Josh Van fan, but Pantoja's a monster, dude. I feel like he'll just walk at Van and take him down. You're backing Van all the way. I mean, I'd be rooting for him, man, but that'd be crazy. All right, there's the locker room shots. El Matador. Dude, I'm main event. This fight is crazy, dude. Gonna be absolutely crazy. The entire UFC roster is in there. I know everyone's there for International Fight Week, man. You're hyped for Van versus Pantoja. Flyweight is a special division these days. Love it. And I know it's heating up, man. What's the game plan even to beat Pantoja for these contenders? You got to knock him out, man. You got to knock him out. You got to be able to stop the takedowns and knock him out. But the problem is his striking is getting better. So now he just bum rushes you with like rather technical striking. He used to be real reckless back in the day, so you could kind of snipe Pantoja, but now he tucks his chin and keeps it's like modified Ooga Booga. Keeps it like more technical, so it's harder to hit him clean. I think there's a chance he could submit Olives. This card is flying by. It is, man. Pantoja's chin is also so good, which makes him tough. He's got cardio. He's strong. He's literally has everything. And he has power. People sleep on his power, too. Crowd favors Charles. Interesting. Yeah, there's a bunch of Ilia haters there. What is more likely to happen? Topuria subbing Oliveira or Oliveira knocking out Topuria? I don't think he'll knock out Topuria. I think he'd hurt him and then sub him probably. What's up, Stevie? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. How you doing? Because Faraz said Ilia should be superior on the ground too. Dude, wow. Faraz Sahabi said that? That'd be crazy if he just goes in there and just mauls Charles, takes him down. Like, just, that'd be nuts. We see no striking. Just picks Oliveira up, drops him, subs him. That could you imagine that? I don't think that happens. That'd be nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said before, like you guys know I'm a big Ilia fan, and I talk about the boxing, and I know he has a pretty good ground game, but until I see it against the top of the heap in the UFC, I'm not going to say it's high level yet. I know it's good, but we're going to see what it looks like against the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you know, but Ilia buys Instagram followers. 50% of his followers are fake. Now, how do people know that for sure? I saw people using some sort of app that tells you. So, but yeah, we're getting ready for the main event. What's up, Mike Jack? How you doing, man? It's time. Pantoja more like pan fingered, yeah. Dude, he's good, man. Pantoja's good. Don't be hating. This is a big fight feel, dude. And to be fair, the Islam versus Ilia fight, like that would have been obviously massive stylistically, but in terms of the collision, the entertainment factor in the octagon, Ilia versus Charles might be like that fight's in terms of like a head-on collision, you know what I'm saying? 1.3 million followers in a month. That's a lot. That's wild. Oh, stupid Pantoja puns. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna do like a top 15 goat list because someone commented that on the boxers video I made. So I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video top 15 goats, and I already have my list together. I'm gonna do some honorable mentions, but I've been dancing on some people making it into the top 15. So tonight might have given me some answers. I don't know, man. Bronx is about to silence the doubters. I don't know, man. I think he's getting KO'd. Islam versus Topuria would have been a chess match, but this Oliveira one is straight brutality. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So the chess match would have been great, but the collision for this is going to be wild. Yeah, I'm going to do a top 15 goats. But Mike Jack, you know Andrew Capichetti, the guy that the media dude that like hangs out with Nate. He's been around for a while. He lives out in Cali. We follow each other on IG, man, and like we message every now and then. I want to catch up with him. I want to come out to Cali at some point, Mike Jack. Yeah, I got plugged in with him a little bit with Andrew Capichetti. Cool dude, man. Are they through the fight promo yet? No, they still got the fight promo plan. No, you can never count out Charles, dude. Can never count him out. Literally dangerous everywhere. That's what I say about Charles. He literally can do everything. Yeah, the big guy. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how they like he knows Nate and them, but he's been around them for like forever. And he goes like everywhere with them. And he runs Clocked and Loaded, the media outlet, MMA, combat sport page. It's like him and some other guy that run it, I think. This fight's gonna be nuts, man. This is gonna be nuts. What are you guys thinking? Who you guys picking? Maybe I'll put a poll in here. I'll do a poll. Let's do a poll, man. Here's the Charles Oliveira walkout. All right. Yeah, I got Topuria. Brain, Ilia, Heart, Olives. This is going to be a banger. The only way this fight is not a banger is if Ilia's ground game is like completely overrated and he just gets Chandler 2'd by Charles Oliveira, where Charles just comes out, puts on a wrestling clinic, and just controls him. Dude, I'm nervous, man. I am nervous, dude. I'm like, I got like goosebumps from shaking. This is like the kind of main event I'm talking about, man, where it's like you got two big names. It's like if Ilia wins, massive star, like you're picking Charles just because you feel like people totally writing him off, but it's a good one. Dude, this fight's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Stylistically very interesting because I'm going to be curious to see if it stays on the feet. How does Ilia deal with the front kicks and the leg kicks? Because if you want my honest opinion, I think he's going to rush across the center. And I think that he's not even going to give a shit about the leg kicks of Charles. I think he's just going to eat one because Charles will be out of position because when you throw that kick, you're square. And I think Ilia is just going to time him and drill him with a fucking missile of a right hand and wobble him right away. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like the doubt when it comes to Ilia Topuria is crazy. I'm telling you, man, I've been watching combat sports for a long time. And in MMA, I've not seen a puncher like Ilia. Pound for pound, there's nobody like this dude. I know Ngannou hits hard, Poatan, I get it. Technique and all those things, Ilia is that dude. I'm telling you, you're going to see. Watch. He's not going to respect the leg kick. He's going to step in as soon as he throws a low kick. Ilia is going to drill him with a missile. And he's going to sting him. And he's going to rip to the body. And it's going to be a left hook. And then a right hook or something like that. Either a left or right hook is going to put him down. But I'm telling you, he's going to drill him with a straight right hand. I better not see Ilia going ooga booga, man. I need straight shots. We've seen good straight shots all night long. Straight shots. It's the way to do it. Unless you're Beneil Dariush, then you just double leg him. But, you know, you saw Joshua Van, right? If Joshua Van was in there throwing big, wild windmill shots, like he would have probably gotten knocked out because Royval was on the button. Both of them, they were throwing technical shots, you know? I think this fight ends inside 3. Here we got the Ilia walkout. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, mi amor. How likely is it? Charles backs him up. So many questions about to be answered. I know, man. I know, dude. This is going to be so nuts, man. I'm telling you, this is literally like, boom. I like how they do the colors too, like for the walkouts, like because Charles's shorts are like whatever they do, like his colors, and then for Ilia they got the like red, yellow, orange. And did you see people? They were like talking about how Ilia missed weight and stuff, and like I get what people are like talking about, but the commissioner guy should have just told him to took his chain off. Like he weighed on they weigh in on that scale before they come out there. All he had to do was take the chain off, and then even they could have just came out with the thing, pulled his, his pants down or whatever, and he would have been 155 on the dot. What happened was they probably weighed him right there, and they were like 155, and he came out there, and it was probably 155 and a half because he had his chain on and his shorts, which he probably didn't back there. He should have been like, take that shit off, and then he would have weighed in and been 155, but it turned into a whole thing. I know, the guy who made 145 is suddenly going to miss 155. But yeah, it was a mismanagement by the commission, and it made him look really bad. But all they had to do was tell him to take his chain and shorts off, and he would have been 155. I like Topuria's shorts too, the with the bull on the side with the like the red and everything, the designs. Dude, Venom's been killing it, man. Where you at, Tehran? You were hating on all the Venom shit, man. I told you, hang around, man. Venom is great. I'm telling you, it's great. They're doing a good job. What's up, All Sports? Who do I think will be fighting for the title next? Armin. No, Dana already said Armin won't be next, so it's probably going to be like Gaethje or something. No, so what I'm saying is I don't think it was rigged. What happened is you weigh in on a digital scale first. You check your weight before you walk out there, and then they will also look at your weight, I'm pretty sure. He was 155 because he was probably in his underwear or just his shorts. Then he came out there for whatever reason, had his necklace on, had his shorts on. That adds a lot of weight. That was a big chain. So it's probably a half a pound. That and the shorts. All they had to do was be like 155, and then he would have just taken his chain and shorts off right there in front of the cameras and everybody, would have stepped back on, and he would have been 155. But what made it bad was the way that they handled it. Made it look like it was, rigged and cheating. But I'm telling you right now, if he would have took the chain off and his shorts, he would be 155 for sure. This is about to be nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. Let's go, man. I think it might be Patty. I don't know. Because he beat Chandler. Are you going to give him a title win off of Chandler? But they'll market it as a huge fight, though, because him and Ilia got beef. All right, here we go. 5-inch reach advantage for Charles, 3-inch height advantage. Ilia's 5'7". I feel like he looks shorter, man. I can't lie. All right. All right, here we go. Bruce introductions, man. Nervous. Finally here, man. Isn't it weird? We get all this like promotion for all this time and we think about the fight, and it's like, here it is, man. It's about to happen. I love the UFC, man. I love fighting. Heights are fake on the tail of the tape. They up it by 1 or 2 inches. I know it feels like that for sure. Like they always said Izzy was 6'4", and I'm like, Izzy doesn't look 6'4". Like he looks tall, but when he's in there with Poatan, either that or Poatan's height is off because Poatan looked taller than him by quite a bit. Maybe it's because Poatan's got a big ass head or something. Dude, I cannot wait to see how this goes. This is going to be, come on, man. Ilia is smaller than the Chewy. I feel like this is going to start fast, and I feel like it's going to end fast. Man, deep breaths, gentlemen. Deep breaths. Chiwiwi been pulling some tail. Well, he's at this, isn't he? They're doing the introductions right now, Brentley. They're doing the introductions right now. Ilia looks smaller, like his physique. Yeah, but I think he's going to be really fast. Bro, Ilia's confidence is next level. Charles is bowing around and Ilias bows back and he's like, dude, Ilia's nuts, dude. His confidence is crazy. He literally had a victory celebration last night, dude. He already hit the victory celebration. That is crazy, dude. Absolutely insane, dude. Yeah, you got it, man. All right, here we go. He just introduced Charles. Now we got Ilia. Ilia's confidence is next level, man. You got to back that camera up. That camera was getting touched by that jab. Did you see that? The camera lens was like, dude, I'm so nervous, man. Arrogance, narcissism is underrated. Bro, like Charles did his little bow, whatever. Ilia bowed and then was like clapping while he's doing it. Like, I feel bad for what I'm going to do. And then literally had the victory celebration last night. That is crazy work, dude. Crazy work. Wow. All right, here we go. They're coming out to the center for Mark Goddard's instructions. They hugged it out. I like that. We got a glove touch. All respect. Let's go, man. Yeah, don't blink, man. I feel like Charles is going to shoot for a takedown really quick. Oh, man. Here we go. This is the most nervous I've been. All right, here we go. Good leg kick from Charles. Money jab from Topuria. Big right hand. Charles on the pressure. Front kicks right away. Big leg kick by Charles. Another one. Good jab by Ilia. He's already eaten a couple calf kicks. Big right hand by Charles and Ilia. Big left hook. Takedown attempt from Charles. He's got him locked up against the fence here. I figured this was coming. Got to the body lock. Charles has got him pushed up against the fence. Good knees in close. Go, good defense by Ilia. Ilia's on top. Charles just pulled guard. He's just trying to buy time to try to probably fatigue Ilia a little bit. Ilia's entertaining the grappling here, man. Someone's all bloodied up. I think it's Charles from some of those jabs. Uh-oh. Charles has got that leg. Ilia's got to get out of there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got Ilia's leg, going for a leg lock. Ilia's got to get the hell out of there, man. Big right hand by Ilia. Good defense by Ilia, man. So prepared. Charles is just sitting on his back, waiting. Yeah, let him get up. Let him get up. Here we go. All right, back up. Big jab by Ilia. Oh, big right hand. Ilia cracked him again with a right hand. Charles keeps tying him up in close. Ilia's got to get going forward. Get off the fence. Big jab by Ilia. Nice uppercut by Charles. Good jab to the body by Ilia. That jab's... Oh, he stole! My God, he fucking crushed him. Holy shit. Starched him. How about that power? Remember? Oh, that power ain't going to translate. That power ain't going to translate. He's too little. I don't want to hear another thing about it. Snatched his soul. Unbelievable. This dude is different, man. I don't want to hear another thing about it. He's great for the sport. He's different, and he's the best boxer we've ever seen. Better than Conor McGregor has ever been or ever was. That is unbelievable, dude. A missile right down the middle, and exactly like I told you. First round knockout, Ilia Topuria, straight right hand, countering the kicks. Wow. My family's going to be like, what's all that yelling for, man? I got to keep it down now. I got my energy out, got the reaction out there. Wow. There's that jab, and ready? Boom. Soul snatcher. That dude is a generational talent, ladies and gentlemen. A generational talent. He's scared of Armin Sarukian. He's scared of Mobsar. He's scared of it. Dude's not scared of nobody, man. Like, I don't understand why anyone would say he's afraid of anybody. What the hell's there to be afraid of? He just went up against the most prolific finisher in UFC history and just starched him. Starched him. Wow. Dude, do not put Gaethje in there with him. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put Gaethje in there. This dude is unbelievable, man. I told you. Listen, man, he was not going to respect those leg kicks at all. He was just going to time one and knock him out. Dude, I don't care. There's so many people out there that are like, I'm an Islam fan, so I'm just gonna talk so much shit on Ilia and wish on his downfall and all this and that. Bro, the dude is good for the sport. He doesn't cross any lines. He talks a little bit of shit to try to build things up. This dude is a savage, man. I'm up here as an Islam fan, Hamza fan, Ilia. Those are my three favorite fighters in the UFC right now. This dude is a savage, Ilia Topuria. Generational talent. Pound for pound, best puncher in MMA history. And people, you're glazing him. No, it's because I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what I see. Starched him, dude. We've seen, and then the dudes on TikTok were arguing, man, he's been hit by Oliveira's been hit by Gaethje and Chandler and these guys. Ilia's doesn't hit as hard as them. Yeah, he does. He hits harder. You saw what Max did to Gaethje. Imagine if this dude hits Gaethje. That's why I don't want to see that fight. Don't book it. I'll be sad if they book it. It was sad to see, to be honest. Now I'm coming down off the excitement, but now I'm sad because I like Charles and I knew that was going to happen. And Ilia said in the first round, that's why I said second round originally, and then Ilia said first round, so I changed my prediction to first round. That's why I said that in the full card video that he was gonna. But now I'm like actually feeling like horrible. Feel like kind of sick actually. That's how I felt about the Holloway thing. And the Volk thing. I was super excited when Ilia did it because like I predicted and like I really liked the guy. But then like seeing Volk get KO'd, that hurt. Holloway getting hurt, and then this one. Wow, I have like a stomach. We'll never hear the end of it about Islam ran away. I mean, he's going to fight JD, super hard challenge as well. That's a super hard challenge. This dude's different. All right. And he stuffed the Charles Oliveira takedowns and then ended up in his guard. Got out of a bad leg entanglement. Got back to space, was picking him apart, already had him opened up from the jab, and then starched him with a missile of a right hand. Have a good one, Matt. I appreciate you hopping on, man. I don't even know what my reaction was, man. That's like the craziest thing. Like sometimes when I make videos, I don't even remember what I said. And I'm like, "Oh, what did I say?" And then I go back and I watch it and I'm like, "Oh." So I don't know what my reaction was, but I know my family's pissed because it was loud. And I think they're sleeping, or they were at least. Dude, dow, that right hand. It was like a corkscrew right hand too. It wasn't like super straight. It was just kind of got that nice little shoulder turn. Corkscrew right hand, I like to call it. Oh, who's he calling out? Oh my lord, dude. Wow. And they're showing Paddy Pimblett. Are they going to give him the damn title fight? Paddy Pimblett wants to get knocked out next. Sacrifice Paddy. Don't give him Gaethje, man. Don't do Gaethje, please. If they book Ilia versus Gaethje, I'm going to lose. I'll make a whole video losing my mind. They're bringing Pimblett in. All right, so Pimblett's next. This is what they're going to do. So, all right, good. We'll sacrifice Pimblett instead of Gaethje. Because I'm telling you right now, Ilia is KOing Paddy in the first round as well. Finally, dude. Yeah, we got some spice, dude. We got some spice. What the fuck you talking about, lad? What the fuck you talking about, lad? Throw a sanitizer bottle at you, lad. Dude, the buildup will be fun. Yeah, get a shove. There we go. Good. Dude, the UFC, they're all going nuts tonight. This is best case scenario for them. An Ilia win, Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia next. They got history. Ladies and gentlemen, probably the biggest star in the sport now. You got Islam, Hamzat, Ilia, Poatan. I feel like Aspinall's an underrated. He'll get up there eventually. I feel like Aspinall. But Ilia, Islam, and Hamzat, Poatan. Who am I missing? Marab's kind of a big star now. I'm not going to say he's like up there with them, but wow, man. This is insane. Well, this has been a fun stream, man. I'll look at my reactions tomorrow. Oh, wow. I don't even know what I said. Yeah, he'll move to number one pound for pound. He'll move to number 1 pound for pound. So, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. If there's anybody new, sub, I would appreciate it. And tomorrow I will post a recap. But now your boy's going to go to bed, man. I appreciate it. This has been fun. I'll see you guys next time.